Hey, everybody. Welcome to episode 314 of the AAA meeting. Come on into the sitting room. No, hold on. No, he's not Bergamot yet. Bill Drunkle. There we go. Drunkle.
For now.
In all of his 4K glory. Yeah, for now. This is...
I'd rather be the Bergamot than the 4K glory.
But people can see you in all of your craggy detail.
Did you say craggy or craggy?
You son of a bitch.
Craigie.
Craggy.
Is in pregnant?
No, craggy, as in like hill, like a piece of land is craggy, like it's got cracks in it, like a desert. You know, people can see all the highs and lows and depths and features and textures of your horrid rictus of a face.
Before anyone asks, yes, we have hills in Britain.
I got a question about Britain. Not looking to stoke the fire. I was legitimately watching something last night, and I'm like, I don't understand anything that you people are saying right now. I don't get any of these jokes, but you guys seem to be having a good time, and I want to understand. But before we get into that, before we got started, Drunk and I were talking about our shared amusement at people that say things that. Well, hold on, wait a minute, hold on. let's not get ahead of ourselves. Drunkle, how are you? How are you doing?
Horrible.
Horrible. Oh, okay.
Hey yo, invest in stocks.
That didn't take long.
Alright, no, just wait for my fucking time.
E to the dubs. It's Polydub.
Bitch, let me have it. I just had it. Why do you keep screaming, bro? Baby, it's a habit.
Fucking record time.
Yeah, that was pretty swift. Zed Hero, thank you very much. I'll fix that. Well, Bergamot it is, my friend. Here, let's do it. So, would you like some nice bergamot tea with that? There you go.
Just a regular cup of tea.
Earl Grey. It has bergamot.
No, I said regular, not so posh. Has no flavor. Earl Grey is horrible.
No, you know what? I'll take issue with that. It's not often that I take a strong position on types of tea, like at all. But English breakfast tea, that's dishwater.
You think?
Well, then,
yeah.
Hook me up with some dishwater, mate.
Well, no, I do think, like, seriously, it is the weakest of all teas. It's deliberately so, isn't it? Because it's the morning and you don't want anything strong and you're British.
Is that a serious question?
Well, as compared to like a proper cup of like strong black tea, I mean that ain't no English breakfast tea.
No. I mean the breakfast tea and a cup of coffee have about the same amount of caffeine in them anyway.
Yeah, but one you can taste.
Well, no, but you can taste it. The Earl Grey is weak. Breakfast tea is flavoursome and wholesome and nice. You get out of bed for a cup of tea just as you will for a cup of coffee, but you ain't getting out of bed for a cup of Earl Grey with a squirt of lime.
Okay, those are rare bergamot limes, sir.
Are you talking to me about how rare bergamot limes are? I am bergamot lime.
Lamented Guide, thank you for the $3. You have no idea how much of a kick I still get out of you using my monstrosity of a headshot for Drunkle. What's on the menu? What's on the menu? Well, that's actually a good question. I haven't been asked that in a while, so let me fill you in. We have so many things that there's no way we're going to be able to get to them all. So I'm going to have to make some judicious decisions, judiciously. We got some stuff in and around quantum computing. If you want to get into that, it relates to something I was doing some research on the side, contract-wise. It involves the Chinese, because isn't it always when it comes to technology that they didn't create?
They bought up from us on the black market.
Yeah. We got chicken runs. If you watched Tucker Tuesday last night, I don't know that it was on, but I'd be willing to bet $10 it was. But, for those that didn't see it. We got strippers beating the hell out of people because that's what they do. We got naked women attacking people because... Kind of said the same thing twice there. We had two different stories about snakes. One more poisonous than the other, but both lethal. We got some spacey news. Who doesn't like spacey news? AI shit. We got a real humdinger of a titular article.
That is a lot of news. I'm here for it. I love it.
Yeah, I'm just randomly naming things that we got up there. We may have some parts separated from their original bodies as a new thing.
Yeah. Yeah. No, yeah, we've never had that before.
Well, it's not my fault. It's in the news. It's current.
It is your fault. It's current because you did it yesterday, so it will be in the news today. I'm on to you, man.
You're on to me that I like current news, so it's busted.
I'm on to you that you've been dismembering corpses poorly, so you can have dismembered corpse news on a Wednesday. This thing goes all the way to the top, chat. We're gonna blow the lid off this thing.
And then, of course, we got one of my favorite donations that I've had in quite some while. That's down there, Goofy Uzi. If you're interested, at 1075. Good times. Good times. I'm trying to remember if there's any other new ones that I think I put up new ones and then I didn't, list them. Oh my God! Yeah, fuck yeah! 2, 3, 4 new ones that I didn't list. Whoops. All right, that sucks. Sinatra, how the hell are you?
Oh, not great. Not fantastic.
Did you talk to your tax guy again?
No, but that's a whole nother barrel of monkeys. I was doing the moving today, and I'm moving stuff from my studio to the house. I had to move stuff around, had to get a new shelf, did all this other stuff. And to get up to my attic where the stuff was going, I had to walk through my office at the house. And I'm carrying the bin, and I knock Miss Sin's microphone over, and I'm like, oh, shit. And I turned to look because I didn't know.
Liquor, booze.
I didn't know what I had knocked over. So I basically pulled that. I stepped right on her fucking microphone.
The Audio Technica?
Oh.
No, she's upgraded to the Shure.
You stepped on a Shure 7B.
Right on the foam headpiece of it.
No, so see, that's what you get when you're not sure-footed.
I am...
Sorry. I feel so bad for laughing at the destruction of a mic I so badly wish I had.
I am incensed because I tell her every fucking day when we're done recording, put your microphone back. Put your microphone back. When we're done recording, put your microphone. Nope. I stepped right the fuck on it because she left it right there.
So
I want you to act the same way 2 days in a row. I'm not going to let you hurt me anymore.
Valine, if anybody but you had hit that donation, I wouldn't see it the way that I do. I never saw that donation in the light that you just put it in. She would drive a man to that position,
She has.
Yeah. Theory, thank you for the $2. Dinosaurs are a hoax created by a big museum to sell tickets and books. They've been burying bones for years, the bastards. Bastards.
It took them thousands of years, which is why we only discovered the bones a couple of 100 years ago. You see that? You
Yeah.
gotta get ready. It takes a while to prepare for this level of
Hoaxery.
hoaxery, yeah. I guess I wanted to say chicanery. Mudshot Pirate threw $1. He said, hookers don't fart. They let out little prostitutes.
And there she is in the chat yelling at me. You are in so much trouble. I left it on the desk, not the floor. You're supposed to put it back where it goes, not just leave it laying around.
Yes, and Michael, why are you leaving it on the desk?
Well, because it's a desk stand. That one doesn't have a boom arm because there's not room on that side of the desk. So I have a little desk stand for it, and I just knocked it right over.
No, I mean, why'd Shelley leave it on the desk? Like, you got to put that away.
Either way, I have to shit out enough money to replace it by Sunday. Otherwise, I don't know what we're gonna do.
Audio Technica.
Just share a microphone.
No, we've tried that. Audio
What?
Technica is not good enough to share. Like it is, you have to be right on it.
No, wait a minute. You use your
Or
7B. She uses the Audio
That's
Technica.
7B. You
Why-
can't share the Audio Technica.
Okay, hold on. But previously, in additions, you were using the 7B. She was using the Audio Technica.
Yeah, then we upgraded. She's got the SM7B now too.
Did you throw the Audio Technica out a window?
Oh no, I gave it to a buddy who's working on a podcast. He bought them from me. Bought it from me.
Why didn't I get first purchase privileges?
Because you have a microphone.
Why do you hate me so much?
Why do you hate him?
I bought you a better microphone than the Audio Technica.
The Blue Yeti?
No, I didn't buy you a Blue Yeti. I got you some Shure product. I don't remember what it was.
No,
but
you
it's some
didn't.
Shure product.
No, you didn't.
Sin would never buy a Blue Yeti.
No, he did. Actually,
I
he did. Actually, live on stream.
no, I don't. Was it? I don't think it was a Blue Yeti.
It was a Blue Yeti. I happen to know
Was it?
because I received it.
Oh yeah, I remember this. Yeah,
Yeah.
that did happen.
And you didn't buy me the Shure.
Oh yeah,
that
it was
this,
a Yeti. You're right.
This beautiful, wonderful audience bought me the Shure mic that I saved my dollars and $2 from donations and eventually bought after 4 weeks it took.
You saved
Yeah,
up
I'm
all
sorry.
your
I
dollars.
was looking at a different one. Yeah, I did buy that.
Gamer Valine, thank you for the 1025. You missed the perfect day to find all the things women fucked up this week.
Well, we'd have to start off with Eve and the apple, I suppose.
Yeah. International Women's Day? Is that what you're saying?
Work our way forward. I thought that was in January.
Well, I don't think it should really be any day.
No, agreed. But I thought that was January 19th. Have they got 2 fucking days?
Probably. International Women's Day, International Women's Trans Day, International Day for Girls Becoming Women, International
the
Women's
lesbians.
Emancipation Day.
Yeah, Women of Color Day.
I'm actually amazed that whatever the fuck date it was in 1919 that the women's right to vote in the U.S. hasn't become a national holiday, supplanting July the 4th many times over.
Well, it turns out that, yeah, today is International Women's Day, and January 19th is Dolly Parton's birthday.
Well, she is one hell of a woman.
Hell yeah, she is. And so was Edgar Allan Poe, who shares the same birthday. What was July 19th? I swear there was something going on that day. Maybe I'm getting it confused with November 19th, which is Men's Day, but Google will never
See?
let you know.
Molly O'Kemi will not stand for all this anti-Otter sentiment on his day. Drunkle.
Zed asked, how much is that microphone? The SM7B is sitting...
Alcohol, liquor, booze.
The 7B is sitting at $399, but I think I might be able to make do with the MV7X, which is about $200. So I just have to figure something out before Sunday so we can, have our show.
So donate generously to the Polydub Get a Better Mic Fund, as well as the Polydub Monitor Fund. They are combined 2 into 1 fund. I like to call it a slush fund. It's a term I've coined.
Yeah.
See what I did there? It's kind of a joke. Slush
No.
funds. Get it? No? Okay. See, listen, Sinatra doesn't sound as good as you think he does, and I sound much better than you think I do. And if you stew rhubarb like apples, it tastes more like strawberries than cherries do.
Well, this must be what you felt like when you were trying to watch that show and going, what the fuck are these English people talking about? Because I heard words and I recognized the words individually, but didn't understand them when they were put together.
See, Truckle.
They've been laughing since I can remember, but they're not gonna laugh anymore.
Yes. Oh God, no! They ain't laughing no more, are they? Yeah.
No, they're not.
Well,
He did exactly what he said
yeah.
he was going to do.
Drunken Uncle's girlfriend. Thank you for the $2. Blah blah. I'm a lovely Welsh sheep.
Okay, I appreciate the joke here, but having read it, you knew it was going to be bleating like a sheep, but instead you decided to sound like a cartoon version of Dracula. Blah blah.
I didn't know it was bleeding like a sheep because I didn't read ahead. I just saw Baaaah. So I went bah bah. It's like, yeah, cartoon. Yeah, I did the Bela Lugosi arm in front of the face and the whole thing. Yeah, it was fine. Lamented Guide, thank you for the 1075. Oh yeah, another news. I had a fucking STD scare at the one of the dental office I inspected today. Turns out that the
Well, they
unlabeled
finger banged you without gloves, and now you got to get STD tested.
Turns out the unlabeled bucket I was using to drain something was used for blow-aced. Fucking dentist. Blow waste. I read that wrong. It's small. Let me just increase the size of this. Was used for bio waste. Bio waste.
Ah. Below waist.
The eye looked like an L. It was small. So wait a minute. So bio waste. So you try an STD scare. So this is a dentist that specializes in prostitutes or gadabouts town, and they were spitting into the spit bucket and expelling their gonorrhea saliva. I'm just trying to understand this.
It's one of those backstreets dentists.
Yeah, I heard about that.
They like he ain't got anesthetic. He just gives you a slug of whiskey and then takes a sip himself. You know, to keep his hand steady.
That was a great part of Sin City 2, Dame to Kill For, when Christopher Doc Brown, what's his name?
Christopher Doc Brown.
Yeah, the actor, first name Christopher, played Doc Brown. Christopher Lloyd.
Eccleston. Lloyd. Columbus.
Christopher Eccleston, that's right. Was the back alley surgeon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's just such a well-used trope every time.
Darren Rue keeps saying, "Remember the deal." Oh, I remembered the deal. I just don't know if I'm going to do that because I have to figure out what the hell I'm going to do for the Sunday show. But I do remember the deal. That might be extended though. We might have to extend that a bit.
Nice. What deal? What are you talking about?
During Tucker last night, there was a little clip of Lori Lightfoot dancing, and I said I'm holding my audience hostage. If someone doesn't give a Witcher by 24 hours, that's going to be a donation, and it's going to be low.
Oh God!
Like the mute deaf trans singer thing. Remember that?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I was going to hold him hostage, but I got to figure out what I'm going to do for Miss Sin's microphone, because we do our Sunday show and we record videos and shit like that, and we cannot do that on one microphone.
Yeah, fair enough.
I mean, we're getting held hostage here as well, Polly, because we get the donations pop up. We better fucking chip into this fund, mate. You know?
Yeah,
I don't normally.
Point. I'll throw my $2 in and never have to watch Bug-Eyed Fish Monster dance.
Mate, that's money right in your pocket. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So if anyone wants to
spend
help,
a penny, save your sanity. Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah, right. That's money well spent, isn't it?
Yeah, Molly. Okay, there you go. Christopher Lloyd. Thank you.
If anybody wants to help, you know exactly how to do it. Christopher Lloyd, he was just in Nobody.
Yes, he was. Yeah.
Yeah, I got a copy of that film. What's that about?
Oh, dude, watch it.
It's a fun flick.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thoroughly enjoy it. It for a while it was my go-to drunk film.
I had to bring up chat here, so I didn't see what everybody was. There we go. Okay, all right. So we got all the people. TC, Gaze Person on YouTube, Bookworm Addict, who was one of the first people here. St. Michael, thank you very much. And going along. There's Lamented Guide, of course. And Nurse Khaleesi, how you doing? And Old Man Enfield, looking good. All right. Oh yeah, the thing that I want to talk about with all my professionalisms is down there. You will see the 4 new donations. Goofy Uzi, which you just saw. Tree Fitty has been replaced. Penis and Black Go. And then Captain America Elevator Destruction at 76.76. Because what else?
How do you write women so well?
I think of a man
And I take away reason and accountability.
Good reaction at the end.
And there's the reason and accountability at 350. And then, of course, the Barrett 50 cal mag dump at 1250. Okay. Crusher and Traw? Butt mirror?
Low waist.
Okay. Thank you for the 350. Hey, Rudiger. Hey, how's it going? Hey, Rudiger, I've been watching Voyager and finding it's not as bad as I remember. Thoughts on the show? I like Voyager. I do.
Otter. It is my preferred Star Trek.
I mean, it's all of the proper Star Treks, meaning like everything Star Trek Enterprise and back is quality. There isn't one of them that I don't like, including the animated series. I think they're all great. My favorite is TOS. Voyager's good. I think Captain Janeway gets an unfair rap.
Yeah.
People think, oh, she's Audrey Hepburn, Chakotay, like that. She's such like an old bag and whatnot. And I think that's unfair because if you're gonna have a woman in a command situation, she has to have a commanding presence. And I think Janeway can bring forth, Kate Mulgrew, rather, the actress, can bring forth a commanding presence. When she gives orders, it sounds like she expects them to be followed and doesn't do it with a bitchy bullshit thing. If you want to witness how they fucking cast female commanders, just watch Star Trek Discovery, STD. It's black woman of color, and the way they advertise her coming onto the shows to say that she passed the Bechdel test in the first scene of the series. Like that's how they cast now.
Isn't that where they have to go like 30 seconds with a conversation without referencing a man?
At a minimum. Yeah, that's the so-called Bechdel test. Is there a scene in the movie or television show where there's two women talking and they're not referencing a man? And they're like, the new series STD has a captain named Michael busting the gender barrier around names. And also it breaks the Bechdel test. That's what you were looking for? Fuck you guys. How about somebody who looks like they should actually be in command?
Well, you see, Janeway was it was refreshing to have a captain that specialized in the sciences.
Yeah, she wasn't a bureaucrat or a diplomat rather, like Picard, or a super action ultra Chad like Kirk.
Yeah. I've recently finished my latest run on Deep Space Nine. You'll be pleased to know the wormhole is still safe once again. So I went, do you know what? Fuck it. And I tried it, Polly. I put it on because I was like, Polly likes Star Trek and he likes this one. So I started watching the version of Star Trek that goes, it's been a long time.
Yep. Why do you got to bring that up every time? Just skip past the intro if you hate it that much.
But then I'm doing something on the other monitor. It means I got to stop doing that and I go skip the fucking intro. So I just ended up forcing myself to listen to it. And I don't mind it now, but the show itself, it's okay.
It's very good because you have Scott Bakula as Captain Archer. He does a great job commanding presence. You know who would have been great as a commanding officer of a Starfleet vessel as a woman?
Christopher Lloyd.
No, he would have been a little kooky. I wouldn't want that guy running a ship.
No, he's too kooky.
Yeah.
Well, that's part of his charm, is his quirkiness.
Yeah, okay, as a bizarro science officer that comes in out of nowhere, I'll tell you what we need to do, Marty. Like, that would have been great. But
or a father who is really good at killing Russians.
If only there were a movie where that happens.
The, what's her name? Lena Headey. I can see her as a Starfleet captain. She's got
Cersei Lannister, of course.
Yeah, she could lay out orders, and it looks like she's actually in command as opposed to some... I don't know. They just get some fucking bimbo in there, whatever the fuck. Or some PC scorecard winner, which would be crap. Crap, I say. Jessica Alba's bra, thank you for the $3. Ooh. Will you ever see me IRL, you sleepless aquatic raccoon? An invitation?
Kind of harsh.
It sounds like one.
Well, yeah. Hold on. Screwed something up here. Let me fix some things. Professional, talk amongst yourselves.
Well, yeah. So I've watched a series and a bit of Enterprise. I've really smashed it, and it's okay, but I prefer the lower decks.
Stop saying that.
I
It's
have
funny.
never watched Star Trek. Never seen it.
Well, never seen a single episode of Star Trek.
Not that I can recall.
Really, that's actually quite the feat, considering how long it's been around and how many different iterations there are.
It really is quite the feat. I mean, I've seen several episodes of Game of Thrones, and I say I've never watched a series. It's not true. I've actually watched 3 episodes of it.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
You've seen one episode of Invincible as well. Still,
no, I have. Yeah. Well, wait, hold on. Did you say did or didn't?
No, you've seen one episode.
Yeah, one. Yeah, I have. In your face.
No, yeah. And let's be fair, I am 50% face.
But
So again, quite a feat.
And Bookworm Addict is quite correct. Christopher Lloyd was in Star Trek. He played a Klingon captain in Star Trek 3, The Search for Spock.
Did he really? No
Yes.
way.
He's responsible for killing Kirk's son.
I mean, everyone was in Star Trek at one point. Even Sinatra has been in an episode of Star Trek.
He doesn't remember, but he was there. We all appreciated it.
Everyone has. It's like going through puberty. It's just something everyone does.
So it was the big final
Every
shill.
certain age.
Peak of Epic Manliness, which is the peak donation, the best, the highest form of all Schwarzenegger Predator donations ever presented on this show, which also gets you into the Gentleman's Club, by the way. It will complete the Monitor Fund as well as the Sure 7B appropriation, which would be the greatest thing because you'd be able to hear me in all my vocal glory and finally find out that Sinatra's been faking it all these years just with technical help.
I'd love it if you got this shit hot microphone and it turned out your voice is like higher than mine.
Yeah. Hi everybody, welcome to the AAA meeting. Why is your voice cracked suddenly?
Did you like fries with that?
So before the show started, we were talking peak of Epic Manliness, 500.
Can I piggyback off that just to give it a go?
Streamlabs.
If
Yes.
anyone wants to help with the microphone issue, that it is definitely Miss Sin's fault. Let's just not capitulate about it. She left it out.
Yeah.
She left it out. If anyone wants help with that too, it'd be greatly appreciated because we love to put on the show for you guys, and we do our best to have it every Sunday and have a new video up at least twice, 3 times a week. So it would be greatly appreciated if anyone saw fit to chuck a couple of bucks to replace that so we can keep the show going for you.
Fair enough. Oh my god. That was a big one. All right.
Big stretch.
Big vape.
Oh.
I forgot I just put a new battery in that fucker. Good lord. Okay, so, because I vape the Arctic Tundra. She's a cruel mistress, that Arctic bitch. So before we started the show, Drunk All
They've been laughing since I can remember, but they're not gonna laugh anymore.
Festonia, 1075. A few words on your opinion of Orville with regard to the themes that resonate with Star Trek. TNG? Question mark? Okay. I have a unpopular opinion on Orville. I don't watch it. I won't watch it. I have watched it, and I won't do it again. I understand it's very, very interesting, and I've seen clips that were legitimately funny, but I hate Seth MacFarlane with a raging passion. I think the man is a blowhard, ignorant son of a bitch that isn't all that funny. And that's why the show seems to be of reasonable quality, because he's not head of the writing staff, nor is he one of the writers on it, although he gets credit for it. Because, well, he's executive producer of the show, so he gives himself a writing credit. Because all the money that he said, I can't stand me some Seth MacFarlane. Fuck him. Fuck him. It's like, I want to be on Star Trek. Yeah. The most painful thing I tell you, Drunkle, is that he was actually on screen on Star Trek Enterprise in 2 different episodes. The only thing that made it bearable is that Commander Tucker was giving him hell and telling him off in both scenes. Should have fucking cranked him over the back of the head with a fucking spanner.
I've not got to that bit. Sorry, you mean Trip?
Yeah, I do.
Good evening, gentlemen. Sin, here's a little something toward the mic. Thank you very much, Xeon. Much appreciated. That is a perfectly great way to kick us off. Thank you.
TC, the microphone wishes to take the stand.
Oh, very good. The Orville was a good alternative for what was available at the time, because it came out around about the same time as Star Trek Discovery, which is just terrible. So the Orville was like, I need my space-based fix.
Uh-huh.
And while this heroin might be maybe slightly diluted, at least it's still got the good stuff in it, as opposed to this Star Trek bullshit, which is mainly just brick dust.
I do get that. Like, for real, though. Like, it's, people, it's very Star Trek-y, but not Star Trek, but it's better than STD or Picard. And it is.
It's a Wish.com Star Trek. Because you could start over, couldn't you? They got their own aliens and everything, their own fucking canon, and it's a wonderful thing.
Yeah.
The ship annoys me though.
Why?
Well, because it's got the three things at the back, right? Which generate the thrust. But whenever they have like one of the runabouts come out, they've got to duck under one of these things immediately. It's so poorly designed.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like if you're coming in, right, you're going like, oh shit, my engines are fucked. I'm gonna have to drift in. You can't.
Well, they had to make it significantly different from. That's the whole series. Here's something that we want to do Star Trek. Okay, so here's this thing. Okay, now let's change it a little bit. Okay, here's this other thing. Let's change it a little bit, and that comprises the entirety of the show.
We want to do Star Trek, but look, it's not Star Trek.
Yeah.
Enough.
It's like,
I get it. Yeah.
It's like 1,000 Ways to Die in the West. It's like, I want to do a Western, but I have like no comedic talent. All I can do is like overused, raw, funny bathroom humor and work blue from other comedians, but just make it raw and take it further, and therefore it's more funny. And it's like, no, it's not McFarlane. You're not funny.
That was a terrible, terrible film.
Is it not a consistent opinion across the board that like the first 3 seasons of Family Guy is funny, and then after that it just goes to fucking hell?
Yeah, but then that's when American Dad started becoming funny. So I think the rule here is Seth MacFarlane can only be funny on one project at a time.
Yeah.
Just the effort goes to one thing, and then when it's not in there, it just doesn't give a shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. So before we got started, we're talking about fools that think that certain words are words and they're totally not words.
Yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah.
Right. And I know Sinatra knows somebody like this. My friend thought...
everyone does.
Yeah.
Everyone does.
Yeah. And they're all entertaining. My friend thought that, half an hour, and he would type it out as HAFEN, half an hour. And
what?
Yeah, absolutely. It's a true story. And it amazed me that he meant 30 minutes, and he knew it meant 30 minutes, and he never clued into that was half of 1 hour, but kept typing halfen.
I refuse to believe that, honestly.
It's called a mondegreen. Like a spooner. It's called it's like a spoonerism is getting the letters of 2 words around, like smug druggler instead of drug smuggler. That's a spoonerism. But a mondegreen is when you think something is different because you've only ever heard it. It's from a poem about the execution of an earl. It says they slayed the earl and laid him on the green.
Mm-hmm.
But people thought it was that they killed the earl and Lady Mondegreen, so they assumed they killed his wife as well.
JTR, irregardless is a real word, illiterally.
Real world. I mean, that still worked, didn't it?
Mm-hmm.
One of my favourites, my old housemate thought it was part and partial instead of part and parcel. And thinking about it, is the amount of people I know who think that a chest of drawers is called a chest of drawers.
So tell us about the stupid people that you know, Sinatra.
Yeah, you could.
I don't know. I know many of them.
It's us, isn't it? Oh God, Polly, it's us.
Look, I know 3 people.
How do you write women so well?
I think of a man, and I take away reason and accountability.
Thank you, C. Thomas with 350. In my very peasanty opinion, most Federation ship designs are either impractical or make no sense. And not even to mention how disgustingly paper thin their ship armor is their ship armor and shields. Auto-corrected that. Well, I mean, their shields are as strong as they can be with inside the tech of the universe, if you know what I mean.
I know what you mean.
Yeah, do you?
I do. Oh, JTR's got for all intents and purpose.
Especially that one gets me.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
specifically.
Specifically, people that don't just say espresso, but actually spell it EX-presso.
Saying it is one thing, and I know that is one of Sinatra's biggest peeves. But writing it down that way,
yeah, I know a girl who does that. Espresso. Oh man.
Or the and I thing, you guys know that one drives me up a wall.
Yeah.
And I?
Well, I think well, you meant to say and I instead of and me.
Me and.
Oh.
Me and, that's better. Yeah. Well, but it's only in certain sentences where
it needs to make sense without the other person.
Yeah, it is. If you started it with I, then that would make sense. But the amount of things, like watching, like Curb Your Enthusiasm, for instance, they still say and I all the time, but in completely the wrong places, and that is really starting to annoy me. I don't know if they're doing it on purpose. JTR with it's a doggy dog world. That's one of my favorite. Eat or be even.
You don't want to be even.
But see,
you gotta get out there and take the advantage.
You see, what I do love though is Rickyisms.
What's a Rickyism?
Oh, it's not rocket appliances.
Alcohol, liquor, booze.
Would that be Trailer Park Boys by any chance?
Yeah.
There you go.
It's not rocket appliances.
That's good.
Get
I
two
like
birds stoned at once.
Rocket appliances.
See, Thomas, thank you for the $2. I need to ask you about your pet named Peeve. What? That's just illiteracy, C. Thomas. That's not.
Yeah, that's the word for that. It's not a spoonerism. It's not Monty Green. You're just a fucking retard.
Yeah, that's just somebody who has. The public education system has failed them horribly. They are functionally illiterate.
Lady Monoceros has taken umbrage with how I say immediately.
Immediately.
Sneaky beaky like. Roger. What was that noise?
Mud Shark, I hate double standards. Burn a body at a crematorium. You're being a respectful friend. Do it at home. You're destroying evidence.
Right? Thank you. That's a good. Employ a little private cremation, and all of a sudden, ooh.
Yeah, you're just not allowed to do that here. You can't do it in a burn pit in your backyard or one of those 55-gallon drums. That's illegal. Yeah, all right?
Yeah, I'm good. I was just thinking of cracking a few jokes there, and I probably shouldn't, because...
Oh, those are the best jokes to crack.
You want to make chicken stock, you throw chicken parts in there and toss in a fucking Hong Kong model's head, and everyone's after you. It's just...
It physically hurts me when I hear people say it that way. Ugh. So what? Immediately? What? You want it immediately? Is a perfectly acceptable use of the letter A.
But it's an I.
I'm completely with you here, Sinatra. I get maligned for this all the time. Craig, catch up instead of ketchup. These minor little Worcestershire.
Drunkle is right. It is I. But okay. immediately. What? How you want it? Immediately? Immediately? That's E.
Immediately. Not E. Immediately. Do I sound like a deaf guy right now?
The only one that I can never recall taking issue with you with was over affect and effect. Learn the difference. Come on. Other than that, no, I don't care.
It's nope. That one will never stick. Thank you very much, Mudshark Pirate. That is much appreciated. That's got us like 10% of the way there.
See, Thomas, thank you for the $1. You're right. Thank you for the $1. You're very welcome for the poorly written sentence. Yeah, you must have worked on that, for Christ's sake.
Immediately. Okay.
And immediately after that, Zed the Hero, thank you for the $3. If the body doesn't fit in one tub, you buy 2.
Well, yeah. It's just standard economics. Is it economics or economics?
The first. Platty decided that I'm not allowed to crash on Far and Her's couch.
How rude.
I know. All because Far and I were laughing about the one serial killer documentary that the one serial killer, true crime documentary we were watching, where the person didn't intend to dismember the body. That wasn't their idea. They were just going to shove the person in a suitcase and then toss them in the ocean, but they couldn't fit them in the suitcase, so they had to cut their legs off and buy a second suitcase.
Textbook error.
Oh, you ever just sleep on someone's couch and you accidentally dismember the host? Happens to me all the time.
And this somehow disturbed Platty. I don't know. That we thought it was funny. This person went from just a killer to a dismemberer, and then the legs washed up, the suitcase leg, whatever, washed up, and then they were wondering, okay, so where's the body that these came from? And that's what started the hunt for the killer, and then they dragged the bottom of they found the rest of it.
Some people find these conversations disturbing, though, Polly. Like, I've never actually found someone. Well, I've only once has it happened that when I talk about I would be willing to eat a piece of human if it were legal, just to try it. It's meat. It's probably good. A bit of long pig. And I was having this conversation. It was someone I was sat at the pub, and there was someone I didn't know was sat at the table. We was having this conversation, and I said, "Yeah, I mean, if it was legal, then I'd be totally up for it." And the guy just started talking to me, and then he went, "Right, I'm going to go now." And I go, "Well, you haven't finished your drink. What are you doing?" He went, "Because you want to eat me, right?" The hurt in his eyes, Polly. Like he wasn't actually joking. You could tell the expression on his face was.
No, Platty, I'm not saying that. Okay, I was disturbed, but I do not recall saying you aren't allowed over. Well, okay, well, the difference between I'm coming to stay. It's not like sleeping on your couch. It's moving in on your couch.
Yeah, I'm here to stay.
Yeah, and when I started describing that, you're like, Far was telling me you were shaking your head in the background, so I was like, wow, great.
Well, I mean, there'll probably be more places for you to sleep once you get rid of Platty. Just when he shows up and he's got 2 suitcases and one of them's empty.
And the one suitcase is rather oversized for a general load of clothes. Yeah.
His suitcase weighs as much as Platty did.
Yeah. With the extra reinforced carry handle on top. What's up with that? Well, I don't know. Clothes get pretty heavy.
Lean into one side.
All right. So here, before we get into some schnews, I want to tell you where I'm at with the video games. I've discovered a whole series of frustrations in my life that I didn't have before. Thanks for that, by the way. I didn't need more frustrations in my life.
He had the perfect amount.
No, if anything, I had too many, but here it goes, right? It's like, okay, so I want to install LA Noire, right?
Okay.
So I got my Steam count up. And I'm like, okay, so how do I install a game? Yeah, I don't know. Okay, I've never done it before. It's like, well, it's really obvious. And apparently it's really difficult to do from a browser. So Zelthor's like, install the app. I'm like, do I have to? It's going to make your life easier. All right, fine. I don't want to do it, but I'll do it. And he goes, you just have to make sure that if you don't want it running in the background, that you really close it down, which means like, don't just exit, but like go into your system tray and make sure it's closed there. And if anything, Control-Alt-Delete to your Task Manager and make sure it's closed there, because sometimes it won't even close that. I'm like,
Let's do this.
Hell yeah.
I like how there's headphones on the altar behind him.
He was jamming. Blackout 8879, thank you for the 1050. I'm late with big news. By the end of this year, the missus and I will be moving I'm Together. Polly, we're not even at the news, and you're talking about cutting fuckers up. What?
Oh, congratulations.
Well, yeah, but yeah. I mean, we'll get there eventually. You know, and it's always topical. That's what I need to remind people of. I'm not seeking these things out. These are things that people have done, and I simply look for what's going on in the news. And oh my God, somebody else is. It's not just dismembered somebody, but poorly disposed of the remnants of said dismemberment. That's the story,
Again.
really. Yeah. But congratulations, moving in with the missus and all that. That's fucking fantastic. Thank you for reminding Drunkle and I how lonely we are.
No, Drunkle and I, how lonely we are. Not correct.
Thank you for reminding me and Drunkle how lonely we are.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's how I get my kicks, from correcting people's grammar. I'm
By
a lovable
focusing on the
rogue.
grammar, not your crushing loneliness.
Yeah.
It's all right. It's all right. We got some space news. It'll add some existential dread on top of that. So I installed the Steam
Bro
app.
hug, man.
I do install
Bring
the
it in,
Steam app,
Polly.
right? And it's like, oh, there it is right away. Install game. Gotcha. Okay. So LA Noire, install it right away. I found out there's this
Rockstar
thing
installer.
that all of you are probably aware of that I wasn't. I'm like, what the fuck is a Rockstar installer? What the fuck is the Rockstar Social Club?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was the exact noise I got. I was like,
Fucking
oh,
annoying.
yeah, right. When I told Platty and Far about this, and Zelthor was there when I was originally doing it, right away, all three of them, separate from each other, said, don't worry, it's not every game that's like that.
It's a lot, though. Like, a lot of them are bringing in the third-party installers annoyingly. Like, no one likes these. Stop doing it. The point of Steam is that all your games can be launched from one spot. Don't bring in a third-party installer. No one wants it. It pisses every... Rockstar, I know you listen to this show. Stop it.
No, Dex
Yes,
Dexter.
no.
I'm not saying it's complicated. I'm saying there was no button to simply do it from the browser of Steam that I was in. So I was like, well, how the fuck do you do this then? Is there a download window that I'm not seeing in a drop-down menu or something like that? And then as soon as the app was installed, it's very, very clear how to do it. Except for that, now you have to install the Rockstar installer or launcher, install the launcher, which I do. Give me your email address. Oh, fuck me. Well, now you've joined, so to come up with a throwaway account, I do so. All right. So now the installer's there and the game's there and the launcher, and when it goes to launch, it's like launch failed. And I'm like, I could just fucking find these Rockstar bastards. I mean, like, aren't these the people who made Red Dead 2?
Give them such a shake.
Yeah. Like,
The thing is, with Red Dead 2, you need the Rockstar application as well. So you've done it once, and you'll be all right for all the Rockstar games now. But it is just so annoying.
I mean, why do I have to go through this? It was so annoying. Anyway, so I finally got that up and going, and Assassin's Creed 3 I got up and going, remastered. Thank you for that, by the way. Very excited. I am the excited about that. And then Platty very generously gifted me a code for Hollow Knight, which was another game that I wanted.
Oh, yeah.
Right. So I launched Hollow Knight, and I'm playing it, and Far is sitting there. You can't not stream this. You have to stream this. I have to see Polydub streaming a game. I have to see this once in my life. Now, Platty and Far have both gone through Hollow Knight like nobody's business. And I love me a classic platformer, some Metroidvania. Fuck yeah. You know? I'm playing this game, or launch it, and install it, launch it. I'm looking at it, and I've got the Xbox controller, and I'm looking at the, whatever you want to call it, in the settings menu. Here's the controller map. Here's what all the buttons do. I count it. There's 15 fucking buttons on that controller. Fucking 15. The joke I cracked at the time, it'd be easier to learn the fucking piano. I mean, what kind of fucking fast finger interplay with 7 polydextral fingers do I need to even fucking operate this game?
Well, usually 10 fingers to start.
Just 2 thumbs does most of it.
Well, that's what I found out quite quickly. That I'm glad Far was there to tell me. Is that those abilities and skills like the quick dash and whatnot come later. You don't need to worry about the bumpers and the triggers and the whatnots for now, because all you have is jump and attack. And I'm like, oh, okay, well that makes sense.
Buttons. Okay.
Yeah, two buttons and the D-pad. Because I was fucking around with the rollerball sticky do for a minute, and I don't know. I just went with the D-pad because I was trying to like learn the game. And
right, was that joystick rollerball sticky do?
Yeah.
Okay, right.
Well, I didn't know what it was called at the time, so I christened
You didn't
it
know
the
the word joystick. You're new to all of this. Every time you have to jump, do you look down at the controller to see the button? And then press it?
No, I do not. That I do
like
not.
watching Bambi learn how to walk.
This is why I said nobody wants to watch me noob my way through fucking video games. I'd like to take you to a fucking range and stick a fucking empty gun in your hand and a box of bullets and an empty magazine and say, now go. And see if you... I wouldn't do that because, gunshot wounds would result.
It's straightforward, though.
You'd think so. Call of Duty has not prepared you for firearm use, Drunkle.
I'm not really into Call of Duty, but guns go in magazine, magazine goes in gun.
Yeah, that's it. That's all there is to it. I'm sure it would happen really
pretty
quickly
much.
for you.
Gun does not go in magazine.
No. Bullets do not go. You don't like just pour the bullets directly into the gun like cereal into a bowl.
No, but you don't put a gun into a magazine.
The bullets go into magazine. Magazine goes into gun.
You said gun go into magazine.
Did I say gun go into magazine? Wow, I would get it wrong. Fucking hell. And red bit on side mean safety off.
If it has one.
What if it has a safety?
Yeah, like revolvers, for example, do not have safeties.
Yeah. Suppose there weren't more injuries in the Wild West.
Yeah,
Why?
but
They
that was the
knew
liquor.
how to handle their guns.
Yeah.
But then it's just like when it's in the holster and you get into a bar fight and like you fall onto your hip and gun goes off.
That's not really a thing.
So yeah,
Magazine
I'll check
into
back
gun.
in a little bit for some Twitch streaming when I've got a little bit of dexterity with the controller. Hollow Knight's a great fun game though. Great little game. I was having a lot of fun with it.
I watched a video after you told me about it Monday. It looks like a fun little gimmick.
Yeah, if you're into platformers at all, hell yeah. Yeah, the game design's great. Great indie game.
It shall go on the list.
And I take issue with the I can't figure out a damn joystick. No, I was quite aware of how it worked. Just I think Rollerball Sticky Doo is a better name. Not my fault they dropped it on the marketing. Look, it's a ball
who
and it
else
rolls
should we
around
blame,
and it's a stick on top of it and it does the do. Makes perfect sense. No, nothing. Okay, fine.
Oh, I'm with
As
you
you will.
on it. Yeah. Rollerball sticky do.
Okay, one last thing before we start the snooze. Drunkle.
Yeah.
I'm watching a video cut of somebody being questioned. I don't believe it was before Parliament. I think it was some kind of parliamentary committee where somebody was asked when was the last time they bought a, bear with me now, pasty at Greg's? Pasty at Gary's?
Greg's.
Okay, and the peanut gallery in the background erupted in laughter. And I was like, can you pick it up when if you get a pasty and you order it and it's warm, by the time it gets to you, is it going to be pre-made? Okay, so what's a Greg's? What's a pasty?
A pasty is meat in a pastry shell. Akin to a sausage roll, but longer. So normally, a Cornish pasty, for instance, would be.
It's all yours. Bean cannon fire!
Get out.
Funds for fun. All my funds have to go to replacing the microphone that Miss Sin is absolutely responsible for breaking. But thank you. I appreciate the thought nonetheless.
Yes, this is like a flaky pastry in a half shell. And Greg's is the purveyor of such foods.
So it's a sausage roll of a sort, but longer in a half shell, and
With ground meat instead of rolled.
oh,
And you'd have other things in there as well. It's I think the pasta is really down to the shape.
Freedom.
sounds like terrific drunk
was-
food.
I mean, it's normally considered lunch food for the working class, but it's got like where they fold the pastry over is traditionally quite dry because that's where, it was for when workmen would be on their lunch. They would hold it by the dry, crusty bits.
Did you know that's how we got pepperoni rolls, actually?
What, from dry, crusty bits?
Polly.
Yeah.
You know what a pepperoni roll is?
Sure.
That's how we got those, so people could eat them while working and not worry about the meat getting dirty.
Oh, there you go. Yeah. Well, even with the edible, well, the best bit of the pastry isn't going to get dirty. It's mainly for miners and such. Think of like it's like a small calzone, but the innards are not pizza-esque.
For miners, I don't want to. Miners covered in coal dust shouldn't be eating nothing.
No, I meant
Oh,
children.
They
sure.
were.
Yeah, fuck them.
No, I did mean miners, as in going underground miners.
No,
Even dwarves.
they lived differently back then. They didn't give a
They
fuck.
did, yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, it was pretty staple food because, you know, it's mainly pastry and the ground up food and everything can be all the bits that, you know, the inexpensive bits. So it's, traditionally a working man's food. So in this parliamentary exercise that's happening here, this is he's saying you're out of touch with reality. When was the last time you bought a pasty down Greg's?
Yeah, it was pretty much it because he was calling him out on the increase in food costs. And this guy was saying, no, there are no increase in food costs. And then thus this question he asked him, when was the last time? And he goes, well, it's been some time since and it's like, sure, and bet you it has, you fucking high-class Ponzi bastard, that kind of thing. Yeah.
It's like, how much does a banana cost? $10? It's exactly the same thing as that.
Right.
Which is annoying because, he's denying that there's food costs. So you just got to fucking look out onto the street and you can see there's fucking food costs. But yeah, it's difficult to see how the common man lives when you reside in an opulent palace of splendor, isn't it?
Dexter really wants to know if you got the game he sent you.
Maybe? Which game? I think I said thank yous to everybody, so I think I'm going to have to answer no.
I think some Sonic game.
Oh, really? Sonic? No, I didn't. I got to log back into STEM. Okay, I will check that out. Thank you, Dexter. I appreciate that. All right, so the answer is no, but I will shortly. And thank you to all the people that sent me games. M4 Sherman, Billy Savage, Platty again. Bryce, yeah, absolutely. Bryce, Zelthor bought me. God damn it. Cyber future dystopia place with all these four fucking DLCs to it. Wolf's something. What? I'd have to launch Steam to see. I don't know things.
Bryce is amazing when it comes
fucking
to
right. Generous soul.
And it's always got a funny little message, which is themed with the game. We both play on the same server for a game called Space Engineers, which is like Minecraft but in space.
I've watched, I've watched Space Engineers. People play it.
Oh, dude, it's awesome.
It seems they have good fun with it. Yeah.
I have dreams about building ships, though. I play it so often, you know. And he started his own independent server, invited me onto it. Yeah, fucking brilliant. And I started a base. And then I managed to get to the moon, and I started a base there. I didn't tell anyone where I was until it became apparent that he did find me in the solar system purely by happenstance, because he landed a golden spaceship in the shape of a penis right next to my base, just to let me know that he'd been there.
Steam. STEM is where. Yeah, I know it's.
It's STEM. Molly, you're getting it wrong. It's STEM.
It's STEM in the same way that Sargon became Surgan. Like it's a joke, guys. It's a joke. Deliberate.
No jokes, Polly.
Yeah, I did.
No jokes allowed.
I never call it Warframe. Like, there's a bunch of people in Discord that play that. It's Wafram, just to screw with them. It's just I know it's Warframe.
Oh, that is right. That's going to make so many people angry.
It does. It's great, but it morphed over time into the point. And Pixel Quest. It's not Pixel Quest, but that's what I call it. It's for fun, that sort of thing.
I mean, it's all for fun. You're playing games for fun. Stop getting militant about the names of it. Like Red Dead 2, Rooty Tooty Cowboy Shooting.
Good example. And Michael Grandersea said, use GOG if you can. I launched a GOG account, and because I knew right away that I wanted one game that was on there, the 1997 point-and-click masterpiece of Blade Runner. And I logged on and bought it, and I am the happy. Excuse me, I am in a state of happiness.
You are happy.
Yeah.
You fucking illiterate fuck up.
Motherfucker that I am. All right, who wants to do some snooze? Or excuse me,
Sure.
news-related items.
Sure, again.
Says Red Dead Depression.
Huh.
I like it.
Jim Beam says nobody comes here for jokes. Well, you're in the right place. All right, let's do this. Share
The Jim Beam?
the very one.
Do you know Jack Daniel?
Johnny
Appleseed.
Walker, but okay.
Texas Ranger?
That's the guy's name on Yellowstone. Walker.
Oh, see, it was worth it.
I was trying to remember. He's the singer that got taken to the train station, but then showed up that he wasn't there, and he sings songs.
Oh.
You guys don't watch Yellowstone, do you?
They did that back then.
Not yet.
They get sad and sing.
But back then, this is current year. They're still sad.
Oh, okay. So it's called Yellowstone. I've only seen that one clip of This Is America, We Don't Share Land Here.
Yeah. If that doesn't convince you about the epic awesomeness that is Yellowstone, nothing will. I mean, it's Kevin Costner as a cowboy. Automatic win.
But it's a cowboy and a bunch of Chinese. I just assumed it was way back when the railroads were being made.
No, that's the hilarity of it. The cowboy-Chinese relationship continues on. As well it should.
Scores will be settled.
All right. You guys have that up, I believe. Yes, you do.
Yes, what is it?
Wait, Gamer Blaine, thank you for the 1150. Polly needs to play Stick of Truth and Fractured Butthole. I think he would be much amused with them.
Yeah, they are fucking hilarious.
I'm sorry, Muchark Pirate, thank you for $3. Would you rather play a Fallout series or Bioshock? If you don't know, Fallout is a retrofuturism post-Cold War, and Bioshock is Atlas Shrugged underwater. And the last one has a noir dick. I would definitely say the Fallout. It's the one that I watched more playthroughs of, and yeah, that underwater aspect and the how bizarre it gets. It immersive environment, I guess would be the best way to say it. Like intensive story where you constantly hear these Ayn Rand-isms being broadcasted in broken pieces of recordings. Man, texture to a weird world. Damn. So yeah, I would say that one.
That's the exploration aspect of Fallout is much better than the era in which Bioshock is set. 'Cause, I mean, it's the era which you would like, but it is still very much just a generic shoot 'em. I mean, the enemies and everything are good. You know, that you turn around a corner and there's a guy there going like, and I said to her, "Put your lips on me," and here they are in my pocket. It's fun like that, but it is still just a shooty.
Okay. I don't see any problem with dialogue like that, though.
No, but it's like if you remove the dialogue, the game would still be exactly the same thing. Whereas with Fallout, if you remove the exploration, which is the biggest aspect of it,
Mhm.
it just wouldn't be Fallout.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I guess.
I saw her walk by my office window, which was weird. I'm on the 4th floor.
And I don't have an office.
Steve Dave, thank you for the $1.99. Which of you pinko commie bastards let the ratio get so low? You better fix that. Because I got a guy on the inside. I know where the next bomb is dropped. Smash like or get strapped to it, you dipshits. Steve Dave is getting increasingly hostile. And I approve.
I suspect he's got a load of these like one-liners in a Microsoft Word file somewhere.
Yeah.
He's just thinking of one and write that down.
I've hung out with the man. He is just that angry.
Oh yeah, oh, okay, fair enough.
Oh, Platty said DLC, not Dick. Oh, okay.
Well, Dick was the one sure way to get him interested in the game. Why'd you ruin it, Platty?
Well, I read, no, it was DIC, full stop, and that's what I'm used to reading in Raymond Chandler novels because he's a private dick, and people are constantly calling him a dick. And no, it doesn't mean you big floppy penis. It means detective.
A couple of red hot dicks.
Yes. I would continue that, but it would be clippable, so I won't.
Yeah. There's that old production company, wasn't it, from like the 90s? Dick. They had a kid saying it at the end. Dick. Always made me giggle.
They had a kid talking about dicks?
No, they just said the word dick, but I think it was maybe like fucking Polish or some shit like that. Dick.
So,
All right, moving along. Homeowner shoots naked woman who broke into his house and attacked him with a frying pan.
What was her aim?
Let's find out. A 35-year-old woman was shot in the leg by a Virginia homeowner on the sacred soil of Virginia after she allegedly broke into the house naked and attacked him with a frying pan. Paula Michelle Locklear was taken into custody last. See, look, she looks relatively normal. That's why you need to raid.
She just looks like a soccer mum.
But she'll strip the clothes and come after you with kitchen shit.
Yeah. She will shed her earthly clothing and hit you with an appliance.
Was charged with 1 count each of felony and breaking and entering and of an occupied home while armed with a deadly weapon to commit larceny, assault, and battery and intentional damage to property. Fuck, that is a long crime name.
What about like public nudity as well? Can we put that in there?
No.
No, once she
Where the
stepped
fuck
inside his house, it was no longer public. It was private nudity.
But so you say she broke into the house then got undressed?
No, but she probably dropped trowel right in front of the door, I'm guessing.
Yeah, what, she like derobe in the foyer?
She looks like Jodie Foster.
Excellent.
Maybe,
Excellent use of foyer, Sin.
maybe
Very
Meth
good.
Foster.
Yeah, it's definitely
little
after a
babe.
few years of hard drug use.
Yeah.
Jodie Foster child.
Fuck, if you want to see something serious, Drunkle, speaking of Star Trek Voyager, you should look up what happened to the actress who played Kess in the early seasons.
Oh, I know.
Holy fuck, she looks like a brawling dude.
She aged.
Yeah, man. Aged, 200 pounds, shaved head. Fuck.
The success of being in a successful Star Trek franchise will do that to us all.
Yeah. Deputies at the Carroll County Sheriff's Office responded to a call on the night of February 26 about a reported shooting at the residence in Austinville, just under 30 miles from the state's southern border. Upon arriving at the home, first responders located an adult female, later identified as Locklear, suffering from a single gunshot wound in the leg.
He was doing the Cupid shuffle right there where deputies found her.
Emergency medical services, EMS, personnel arrived and transported the woman to a local hospital for treatment. Investigators determined that the shooting was a result of Locklear allegedly breaking into the residence of the homeowner, whose name is not mentioned here in the release. The homeowner... Poor guy. The homeowner told investigators that he heard a noise to the rear of his home, and he went down to the kitchen to investigate. When he got there, he observed an unclothed female who was unknown to the homeowner coming to the rear door. The homeowner told the investigators that Locklear began hitting him with a cast iron fry pan, striking him in the head and the hand. The homeowner was able to get Locklear out of the rear entrance, secure the door, leaving a still naked Locklear on the back porch when she began turning off all of the electrical breakers connected to the home.
The same way 2 days in a row. I'm not gonna let you hurt me anymore.
I could see Valine as a naked pan attacker.
Yeah, I could too.
The duck pan, that dono, the guy's biting him, and he, hey, fuck you, bang bang, because I imagine that is how the frying pan must have sounded when
the goose attack.
There.
Yeah.
That was a goose, not a duck, my mistake.
Yeah.
Of course, a duck wouldn't attack someone, but a goose, I wouldn't even think twice.
Not with them goddamn teeth that it has and the tongue teeth. It's going to fucking hurt. I can see.
Taste nice geese.
I'm joking about Valine hitting a man with a pan, but I can absolutely see it hitting a wildlife member with a pan.
You know what I can't see Valine doing? Leaving her microphone out for me to knock it over and then step on and have to buy a new one.
No? You see her putting away all of her electronics?
I see Valine putting everything away where it's supposed to go.
Shelly!
And not leaving me holding
shelf.
the fucking bag, god damn it.
Shelly. I can hear a comma Shelly at the end of every one of those sentences. It's just unsaid. I can't. Gamer Valine, thank you for the 1025. Polly doesn't need Fallout 4. He's not ready for all that modding. I recommend New Vegas for the mob stuff. Oh, the mob stuff, right. Also, I see Steve Day volunteered for the Deadpool treatment. Come here, fucker. Wow. Muchar Pirate, thank you for the $1. I bought you Fallout New Vegas. If you don't get 4 by next week, expect it from me.
Nice. Fallout 4. That's a good buy. New Vegas is excellent.
Yeah, Valine is a big fan and promoter of that game to me. She keeps telling me I'm going to love it. But I got the Mafia bundle from Bryce that I have to play also.
Oh, Mafia's a good outfit as well. Hey!
Yeah. Well, you tripped into that one. Well done, buddy.
Yeah, it was good. It was good. I meant to do that.
Sure you did, but it's whatever. It's the
I will
homeowner
answer for Shelly. Watch out where you're going. I didn't think I had to watch out. As anyone who doesn't know, I was moving stuff up to my attic and I knocked over the microphone that Shelly was supposed to put away and stepped on it. Now I have to get one before Sunday. It should not have been there for me to watch out for. Plus, I don't have X-ray vision. I can't see through a bin.
Joshua Montgomery is right. The goose did deserve it. Absolutely. You biting on a motherfucker when someone's trying to feed you, you pan the shit out of them.
Yeah, you were literally biting the hand that feeds.
Yeah. And Shelly, if you want to leave electronics on the ground, you need to like strew some Lego around it as a protective fence, something.
It wasn't on the ground. It was on the desk, but not where it was supposed to be.
What were you doing walking on the desk?
I was carrying a bin through the thing, and I knocked it down with the bin.
Oh.
And then I was like, huh, what's that? And I looked, and I stepped right on the foam. I'm like, oh, well, that's done.
Big Gamer Cat says no Polly needs to play it once without mods. That's what people tell me about Pixel Quest. You need to play vanilla before you mod anything.
Yes and no.
I mean, that's the one.
Yeah, there it is. You fucker.
Hey, fuck you, man!
Yeah, give it to him. Grateful fuck.
Take that, Locklear.
Kimberly, thank you very much for the 850. Ew, what the fuck is wrong with you? If I'm beating someone with a pan, I'm trying to end them as whole, not just get their eyesight. End them as whole, not just their... Yeah, all right. Yeah. WHOLE.
Yeah.
But moving along, speaking of other people beating people with pants. No, like I said, I can see you beating wildlife, but not people. Dems was jokes. The homeowner, wait a minute. It was able to get Locker out the rear entrance, and as she started turning off electrical breakers, this is a relentless woman, then Locklear allegedly started beating on the kitchen window while yelling at the homeowner to get out of her house. And she was going to kill him? Get out of her house?
Well, at least she was in the kitchen. We'll talk. There's something mentally wrong going on here with her then.
One is thinking. The homeowner said that Locklear then began beating on the same door that he had already, where she had already previously made entry, which the homeowner then discharged his firearm, striking the female in the lower leg. After she was treated for the gunshot wound, Locklear was transported to the Carroll County Jail, where she is currently being held without bond pending her arraignment. It is unclear whether she has an attorney.
The homeowner will not be charged. Oh, that's good.
Yeah. You're a little bit out of it, lady.
A little bit.
You have to imagine her family members are like, Paula, God damn it. How are we going to
He's
clean this
naked
one?
again. Mom!
Yeah. Microsoft
It's not
preparing
how
to
you
launch a
cook an omelet.
toaster. Leaked images show a 53-pound Xbox Series S kitchen appliance with 2 slots for toast and an anti-jam function. Want to see it?
What?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So you can only toast one single piece of bread at a time.
Or one side of
Yeah.
a bagel.
For
bagel.
probably 60 USD.
But does it still play games?
I'm gonna go to Amazon right now.
Because if
Just
it
look
doesn't,
up-
then it's just a toaster.
Toaster.
It's got 6 levels of browning settings. Mine only has 4. 4!
You can get
I don't even have a toaster.
a 2-slice toaster for $22.
Oh, no, this is a 2-slice toaster. It says right there, 2-slice toaster.
Where's the other slice go?
I don't fucking
Yeah,
know.
there's just one hole. You put it in 2 slices, and then you got to pop it out and then turn them around. Because I'm not having that, Polly.
That I can understand. Well, how about that Xbox fridge? The mini fridge? You got your refreshment right there?
Well, that actually had some uses.
Yeah.
And it held more than one can of soda.
Wasn't there like a KFC did a console which had a thing for keeping your chicken warm as well? Might have been a PC. I can't remember.
Oh, come on. It's not the fucking second coming. Get to it.
It's a fucking toaster.
It's
This is
the
the fridge.
first coming of Microsoft.
There it is.
Oh my god, that is so small.
Yeah.
Well, like you're advertising it holding cans of drink. You'd at least have all 3 shelves the same height, wouldn't you? Not just I'm going to have one at the top where you can, hey, and get this, lie the cans down. Oh, how novel.
Perfect place for your mom to leave you a sandwich.
Or for Shelley to leave her microphone.
Better there than
I probably
trippable.
wouldn't have stepped on it in the fucking fridge.
Yeah, it would have been in a protective cooling case.
It's
Architecture,
Streamlabs
sir.
to fix my fuck up.
Cooling architecture, Polly.
I did notice that. And
What is there?
what I think you
Aqueduct system in the back?
What I think
The
you
fuck
gentlemen are
does that mean?
forgetting is the little slot in the door. So if you have a really tall, flat can, look, extra space.
If you got a really tall, that's for your Capri Sun.
Yes, it is. And I mean, this is wrong. If it's not filled with G Fuel, you're not a gamer. I've been led to believe.
G Fuel.
I don't know. It's something that a bunch of YouTubers keep pushing on me.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Oh, okay. Speaking of drinks being pushed on people, Prime. You know the one that the fucking was it KSI
Oh,
and
yeah,
one
yeah.
of the
Yeah.
Yeah.
fucking £8 for a bottle over here.
Really? Because we have them at our gas station for $1.50, and they're pretty good. I got the Bomb Pop one. That one is fantastic.
Mate, it was the pub on a weekend. There was a really drunk. There was a little kid, which is weird because it was 1 a.m. There was a little kid, and there was and this woman is the girlfriend of my mate. This isn't her kid, and she buys him a bottle of this Prime energy drink for £8.
It's not an
And
energy drink.
Oh, well, that's not the problem here, but fair enough. She buys a bottle of this drink for him for £8. And I'm looking at her and I went, that is the kindest, stupidest thing I've ever fucking seen someone do for another human being. £8 fucking quid. And the kid just fucking opens it up and just drinks half of it right there and then. Like, that's £4 right there, motherfucker. No, you sip it.
You savor
it. £8 It's insane.
I have seen the thing, and
Yeah, that
the,
is
the scalping,
crazy.
the scalping that's going on related to it. I mean, who cares? Who wants it? Fuck KSI and fuck Logan Paul. Fuck them both. Fuck, do you care if you're drinking some shit they had shit all to fucking well do with? Fuck them in their sugar
Agreed.
water.
Mate, it could have
Well, the
flakes of
thing's-
gold in it. I still wouldn't care, you know?
The thing is 15 calories, I think. It tastes amazing. Like, I'm a fan of it. I don't give a fuck who made it. It's good.
What
But not for $1.50, sure.
This
Yeah, $1.50.
Monster Energy Ultra Blue is 0 calories. It tastes like blueberries. This is the winner. I got it in my hand right now. That's what do you mean? This is delicious, and you can buy a 4 fucking pack of these for like 2 4-packs of these for 1 can of that bullshit.
I mean, that's fine. You can like that. But if I'm going for an energy drink, I got to go with the Ghost. You know that.
Right? Yeah. Right. I still haven't tried the Ghost.
You should. It's very good.
I tried it. It was not that good. There, in your face. Gospel told you otherwise.
I mean, I like it.
Well, yeah.
I have the orange cream one right here.
So moving along, wife finds missing husband's mummified body in their Christmas closet 8 months after his suicide. You think she would have smelled it?
Whoa.
You think she would have noticed he was missing?
Well, no, she did. She did notice he was missing. They just didn't know where he was at. And,
Yeah, he was in the closet.
He was in the closet the whole time, calcifying.
Hide and seek grand champion 2023 right here.
An Illinois coroner recently attempted to make sense of how the body of a missing man was found several months later inside of his own home. He was reported missing by his wife. The widow discovered the body on December 11, 2022. Jennifer told the police that she last spoke to her husband on the day before he vanished. She said he called her and told her he was leaving work early, but it seemed he never returned home that day. Her husband was gone, but he left his wallet, keys, and car. The case is still under investigation by the Troy Police Department and Madison County Coroner's Office. The department said the day after the blah, blah, blah.
The 11th of December. You know how she found him? She was going to hide the kids' Christmas presents in the closet and discovered her mummified husband instead.
This and John Benet Ramsey, both times they forgot to search the house. Yeah. I decided to put the Christmas tree up, and I was looking for a tote of Christmas ornaments.
Oh, no.
And that's when I discovered him. He had committed suicide. You said that with an odd amount of detachment. Initially,
Yeah, that's just not. It's not for you to rule.
Yeah, he will
Jennifer.
be deeply missed. Even though we didn't want the outcome that we had, it's still an outcome that we can, put him to rest. You sound suspicious as fuck.
That is suspicious.
I want to know about the life
deeply
insurance situation.
Yeah. I want to know how he
Ways
will be
to
deeply
die.
missed, even though you didn't miss him for 8 months.
I need answers from the police chief. I need answers from the mayor. How is this even possible? Mistakes were made. Mistakes were made. They said the thing. And I want answers. If it means filing a complaint and going all the way to the governor, I will. I'm not going away. I'm just beginning to say stuff out loud. I should have been screaming from the beginning, but I was suckered in by the police department saying that they were doing their job and looking for him.
Yeah, suspicious as fuck, mate.
The long missing man died by suicide. A lack of foul play was also confirmed, and he had no other injuries, the coroner said. He's found inside the concealed closet area. According to his widow, she found him only after going to retrieve Christmas decorations. According to the coroner's office, his body was in a mummified state. The state of mummification is likely why the body lacked a strong odor and took so long to be found. No. We're not...
I don't think that's how dead bodies work.
Right.
I mean, if he's in
no
a
one's
mummified
worried
state-
that mummies stink. We're talking about the time in between his death and mummification when the stink would occur.
You've been mummified. I'm saying it's time to turn your fucking heating down a bit, Jennifer. It's too hot in your house.
Well, this somewhat gets at it. Rogers described the residence as a, quote, hoarder home and noted that the police noticed a, quote, sewer-like smell inside the first time they searched the property. You are incompetent as fuck. You're looking for a missing man and you smell a sewer-like smell inside the house. And you didn't notice it as the cadaver smell, that unmistakable fucking smell?
Right. You're possibly looking for a body. You smell a body and you go, it's probably rats.
Eventually, she contacted a plumber who determined the smell was caused by sewer gas, the deputy coroner said. In turn, the plumber capped the sewage pipe in the basement, which appeared to eradicate the mysterious smell. Uh-huh. And then she immediately went and claimed the life insurance and thought no more about it.
We're looking at sea otters. 6 of them here.
That's fucking Obi-Wan Kenobi.
We're looking at sea otters.
This was an R. Kelly song, Trapped in the Closet. Trapped in a closet. That. Do you guys remember that? That
Absolutely.
feels like a fucking fever dream.
Yeah. Oh, it was strange as hell. He's in the closet. The guy comes in, and the story just goes on. Yeah. What the
And it was like part 732 by the time we got anywhere near the end of it.
And they weren't exactly lyrics. They were bad pieces of prose that he was singing as if they were lyrics. Do you know what I mean?
I mean, that's just R. Kelly, I think.
And I'm in the closet, and I'm staring at the man, and the man looks angry, and I'm angry because a woman done lied to me.
That was bizarre.
Yeah.
Like, that really does feel like a fever dream from the fucking 90s.
Can't confirm. Death does smell. Yeah, Nurse Khaleesi, you're right. It does. I've been in the cadaver room.
Even if you've
in the medical
never smelled
faculty.
something dead and you smell something dead, you go, that's dead.
Absolutely. I absolutely agree. First time I smelled it, I'm like, oh God, that's what people have been describing this whole time. It was just, avoid death. It just,
It's very distinctive. I think that's part of the lizard brain that's telling us there's disease in here. Or danger. There's here there be danger.
Okay, so who wants to see somebody in a police chase go right off a bridge?
Danger.
Yeah.
Dumb ways to die.
All right. So these two teens steal this car, a Kia in Minneapolis, and they go right over the overpass. Let's watch. And there they go.
Oh, shit. Oh, shit.
Oh, they're probably not dead.
No, they're fine, actually.
They were at home in the closet.
They wore their seatbelts.
See, now,
damn.
In watching this, because it shows it twice, okay? Watch it. Notice, 1, how fucking fast they're both going. 2, how close that police car is behind them. And 3, that cop could have easily went over that fucking bridge, too. It's a good thing they have the enhanced brakes on police cars. What the fuck was your plan? Were you trying to do like a pit maneuver on him or something? Why the fuck were you so close?
And what is the point of
he's
that?
right fucking on him.
Like, the fence did nothing.
Well, I think
Well,
that
the
fence
isn't
for
meant
people.
for cars.
Yeah.
Oh, right, okay, good point.
Yeah, they both of them suffered non-lethal injuries.
Oh, okay.
The crush zone of the Kia kept them alive. So yeah, if you're planning a high-speed chase with police that are looking to, just rush you right off a bridge, steal a Kia. Those Duke boys are at it again. Yeah, I hear you, Darren.
I understand that reference.
Anything else? Oh man, they're still going. Look at it.
We got a runner.
It's GTA.
We got a runner.
Yeah, fuck it. I didn't see this part of the video.
Proceeding on foot.
But they fucking ran. That's great. Fuck this. We're out of here. Right on the jogging path, too. Good for you.
I think there's a joke there, but we won't make it.
No?
No.
Okay, so let's talk about medical things. FDA, 2 more eye drop brands recalled due to risks. Unless you really need eye drops, I don't know. I'm going to think long and hard about buying eye drops for a while.
Yeah, is it like say on the side like may cause blindness?
Yeah. U.S. health officials alert.
Really?
What?
You're also not supposed to ingest eye drops too. They can kill you.
Well, yeah, you're not supposed to ingest fucking shampoo either. That's why it says on all the bottles not to be taken internally. It's because some idiot tried to fucking suds his stomach lining, apparently. But I mean,
I only drink No More Tears shampoo.
I
doesn't work.
remember that woman who tried killing her husband by putting Visine in his coffee every morning.
Yeah.
That's right. Fucking Black Widow bitch, man. Okay, anyway. They're alerting consumers about the 2 more recalls of eye drops due to contamination risks that could lead to vision problems and serious injury. The announcement follows a recall last month of eye drops made in India that were linked to an outbreak of a drug-resistant infection. 1 person died and at least 5 others had permanent vision loss. Fuck.
Jesus Christ, man.
Fuck.
That's the opposite of what these should be doing.
Yeah. You fucking died from an eye infection because of your Indian eye drops? I don't want to write that eulogy.
Indian eye drops. Yeah, avoid the Indian eye drops bit in the eulogy.
Well, how do you say that he died like he lived? You know, how do you
blind? Indian eye drops sounds like if you litter, then that fucking war chief comes out and starts crying.
What? Yeah, okay. If you'd say the Sicilian, I'd know what you meant.
There's a Sicilian in there as well?
Sinatra.
Hey, pick that up, huh?
There's a Sicilian right here.
No, the fucking Indian who's crying in the fucking commercial. He's a Sicilian. You know that. You talked about it.
Yeah, his name was Oscar something.
His name is Giuseppe.
It might be in there, but his first name was Oscar.
Oscar Giuseppe? That doesn't seem likely.
1 country, 2 different cultures.
Oscar Giuseppe Bodanovich. He was all over the place, that guy.
Yeah, his fingers in lots of different pies.
Hey, so yeah, it won't just burn your eyes out. It'll fucking kill you slowly.
It'll kill you. Didn't see that coming, did you?
Jesus, that was cold, man. But moving along.
Death from the eyeballs inward.
Surgery on the wrong body part or person. It happens regularly in Pennsylvania, data shows.
Okay.
All right, let's get scared. This is what you're
getting a lot of public service announcements on this show tonight.
Yeah.
Like, don't go to Pennsylvania for surgery and don't take Indian eye drops.
Such medical
and use a Kia for your getaway vehicle.
Right. If anything, I want to help the audience here. I mean, they're very generous. Donate generously. They're very generous. And I want to see that I can help them in every way I can. Don't dive Indian eye drops. Steal Kias. If you're going to steal anything. Try and help.
Yeah. Take Indian eye drops, drive a Kia, go blind, and get surgery in Pennsylvania.
That's right. And eventually, we, as always, some advice on how to not dispose of a body.
You're just looking out for the people.
Well, they are our audience. I feel an obligation. They're good people. Such medical errors happen on an average of 1 to 2 times per week. In Pennsylvania. The study found 368 wrong side surgeries in Pennsylvania from 2015 to 19, an average of 1.42 a week. They included surgeries on the wrong side of the body or the wrong area and surgeries involving the wrong operation or the wrong patient. The incidents
The fuck is Fetterman doing? Running the hospitals too?
But the thing is, like, hospitals have so much bureaucracy surrounding them. And that obviously isn't fucking working. So I think we just go back to the old school method of just like take a Sharpie and write what the patient needs doing on their chest.
And draw a circle to where the surgery should be occurring. If you're not cutting into this area, you're wrong.
You need to go back to the dotted lines.
Yeah, with a little pair of scissors drawn on that cut here.
More than 3/4 of the patients, that's 278, suffer temporary or permanent harm. Moreover, some wrong side surgeries, injuries, let's just call it what it is, have been avoided only because of a patient or their advocates speaking up, meaning it's a possibility patients and families need to be aware of and guard against. That's right. If your mother, brother, father, sister, cousin, or buddy is going in for surgery, go with them and say, this arm, no, look at me, look here, this arm. The study done by the Pennsylvania Patient Safety Authority collects reports on medical mistakes and near misses. I don't like that phrasing at all.
That's the old Carlin bit. Near miss. That was an almost hit.
Yeah. They're required to report this. Medical malpractice suits must just be fucking insane in Pennsylvania. No wonder all those lawyers are advertising on TV. Have you been injured because a doctor cut off the wrong finger or put a breast on your stomach or whatever they did?
Oh.
In 2007, reported 427 wrong side surgeries and close hits during a 30-month period. More than half of those near mistake was somehow averted. Still 174. I don't get the wrong side surgery. Jesus Christ. You're going in there because there's a broken arm, and they need to reset reconstruct the joint or put a fucking plate in there for the bone. It's like, there's nothing broken in here. Yeah. What does that tell you, doc? I'll just screw a plate to this healthy bone anyway. It's fine.
Well, they were like, I think they were amputating a leg or something like that on Scrubs, and they went, "Hold on, I thought the patient was Jewish. Well, this guy's definitely not Jewish." Like, oh shit! Dick save legs.
Wrong body part surgeries. So we're fixing a wrist joint here, doctor. You're cutting into his ankle. Well, that's kind of like a leg wrist.
Leg wrist.
I mean, seriously, how did this doctor explain cutting on the wrong part of the body? I don't.
It's all dumb ways to die.
Right.
And how do you pass medical school without knowing the difference between left and right?
And I don't accept any of these reasons. Causes for wrong side surgeries included multiple surgeons or multiple procedures taking place, communication breakdowns, time pressures, and an organizational culture that doesn't promote teamwork. Where people
have you ever heard of the phrase "measure twice, cut once"?
Right. Or where people fear questioning a surgeon's judgment. When you're cutting the leg wrist, no, you speak up. If
you are a surgeon who does a lot of amputations, like if I were a surgeon who did amputations, I would be double checking and triple checking. Like as I'm holding the scalpel, I'm going, "This is the right person, yeah? This is the right leg? No, the left leg, the correct leg." I would check fucking everything 10 times over. I won't be trusting someone else. Like there's
You
a
have
nurse
to
with
at
a
least
clipboard
put
there.
Are you sure?
Right? Can I show me the fucking piece of paper with their name on it and what it's? I wouldn't trust anyone. It's like you pack your own parachute, you know?
Yeah. And by the way, your suggestions, tactics for preventing wrong side surgeries include repeated verification of the correct patient and procedures, standardized markings of the surgical site. My God.
You just give us the perforated lines back. Something.
Stickers.
Yeah, I'll take a sticker. A window chalk, maybe. Literally anything. And put a Post-it note.
Yeah, right.
I'll tell you a story. I'm walking down my fucking in my neighborhood, right? And I'm taking a walk 7-Eleven at 3:00 in the morning, as I do because I can't sleep. And as I'm walking, some kid, as they do, has chalked on the sidewalk hopscotch, and they did a good job.
Yeah.
It was a pretty complex scotch. So
I'm glad that kids still do that, and they're not, just on their video games.
Yeah, these are children that know what grass feels like. So naturally, I fucking hopped it. Wouldn't you have?
Yeah, of course I would.
Right? I was like, hop, 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 hop. 1, 1, 1. Like, it was a pretty complex little hopscotch. That's why I wanted to do it. I'm like, oh shit, challenge. You know what I mean? Like, it's not like I tossed down rocks.
And then your vertigo kicked in and you almost died.
No, I hopped it with deft and apt spryness.
Were you graceful?
Like a swan. So
I was going to say a gazelle. Okay.
I went, hop, hop, hop. And then when I got to the end, I hear this. And I look over to the left, and the asshole in the house that is beside where the hopscotch was drawn in front of has his garage door open, and he's sitting on one of them broke-ass ghetto lawn chairs in his driveway smoking a cigarette. I just stood there and stared at him. And I stared him down, and he goes, well, I didn't mean any harm, or I didn't mean nothing by it. He said something along those lines. And then I just kept walking. I stared the fucker down. You didn't judge me. Man, well past his youthful adolescence, can still hopscotch, God damn it.
I I'd be both of you in that situation. Of course, I'm not going to just walk over a hopscotch like a goddamn animal. But also, if I saw a grown adult do the hopscotch that my child had drawn on the sidewalk, I would also giggle at that.
Okay, there's a difference between the delightful Sinatra giggle when he hears something funny that everybody loves. Okay, that's fine. This was a, you know.
Oh, he guffawed.
Yeah.
You piece of shit giggle.
Yeah. You stupid fuck. Like when somebody falls down, smashes their head, like that kind of laugh.
It's always funny.
Just annoys me. I'm a child at heart, and I will enjoy the things that I do. It's that's it. But moving along.
I mean, fair play for scotching there. I'm proud of you, man.
Don't judge me because you can't do it, you old bitch.
Yeah, and he was a big man. Like this was a fat fucking guy. That's
Oh, you should have just been like, "What are you staring at? You just can't do it."
Yeah, he would need to get some kind of brassiere support for his moobs if he was going to try and fucking do hopscotch, man. Be gripping him like a big tittied woman running down steps.
I also offer that service, ladies.
Oh my god.
What? Moving along with medical confusion, not forbidden for anesthesiologists to leave surgery to take phone calls, but surgeons prefer those who don't.
What could possibly be so fucking important? Is your infant on fire?
I gotta go. My pizza's arrived.
If your infant lights up, yeah, you can leave. I'm okay with that. But if you're just like checking on your fucking investments, nah, man, you can wait. No, I got to see how my TikTok's doing. No. Anesthesiologists are trained to properly monitor patients under anesthesia, as the name would imply. Said two bodies representing the specialty responding to queries about how some leave the operating theater during the operation, for instance, to take a phone call, which they are not expressly forbidden to do. Not forbidden to do. Noting
I'm
that...
kind of perplexed by the idea that they're allowed to take their phones into the surgery with them. I remember that phone technology has progressed quite a lot in the past decade or so. But there used to be a time when you weren't even allowed to take use your phone on the forecourt of a gas station. There was a time when you weren't allowed to use your phone in a hospital at all. Do you remember that?
It messed with the instruments or whatever.
Yeah, everyone knows that sound. That is your radio telling you you're about to get a phone call.
I don't know what you mean.
Well, I'm just.
It's just a little electronic interference.
Oh gosh! Fucking
hell!
That was so wet.
Smell that?
Yeah.
Are you getting a phone call?
Jesus Christ!
Sorry about that.
All right, Rick.
It's a little electronic interference that you just hear like a out of a speaker or a headphone or something like that. But it's really for all analog systems.
Yeah,
that is the downside of a Shure 7B. Am I right? You get every detail of the
every bubble. I just why are they taking their phones into the surgery with them in the first place?
It's a good question. I don't think you should take your phones in there. Your DSs.
I'm just gonna say Nintendo DS.
It is nothing. I'm
playing Dr. Mario. It's fine.
I need to get to this next level in Candy Crush. God
right?
damn it.
Like I got a Galaga knockoff on my phone that I play, Space Shooty. I'm not gonna monitoring some guy who's like under anesthesia.
This man is playing Galaga.
Hold on, I'm about to level up here, fuckers. And it's like, but he's dying, doctor. So am I. I've only got one shield left.
He thought we wouldn't notice, but we did.
Yeah. And
it was Avengers. He was playing Galaga on there. It was Galaga.
Yeah. Cheap Galaga knockoff, because Galaga, I have downloaded phone Galaga, and it's not like the arcade, so I just moved on to things that are Galaga ripoffs. Somebody in chat, Polly slowly reaches for his gun. Yeah, that'll smarten up the drunk fucking slug smoking in a fucking ghetto chair at 3 o'clock in the morning, thinking that shit's funny.
Call me out like that, man.
I don't picture you as
Attitude
being
of
a
the
fat like a
planet.
slug at all. I picture you being rail thin. I don't know why.
You would be spot on.
Well, yeah, okay.
Yeah. I look more like Gasly than Gasly does.
But that brings an idea to mind, Sinatra. Gun scotch.
I'm listening.
Hop, shoot, hop, hop, shoot. Like, and try not blow your toes off. That's part of the...
Well, I mean,
If you want to...
Scotch.
If you want to set it up as like an aim test and you got to hop and shoot, something like that. But I don't like the idea of me putting my toes up like that.
Well,
like
okay, how about
toes.
this? I thought of, hopscotch, but you know a shooting tree with the flippy flips that flip around when you shoot them all the way down?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have
It's
one
not
of
an
those
actual
somewhere.
tree then. Okay.
Well,
It was like a shooting car.
No, it's just what they're called, a shooting tree or a target tree. One of those is downrange, and then you got to do a complex hoppy scotch, and then when you land on certain squares, that's when you have to shoot. So you're standing there up on one leg, and you got to shoot. There's the talent.
See, because you said Scotch, I was like going to be like hop, shoot, drink.
You would no, I wouldn't recommend. Yeah, liquor and guns don't mix.
Put in the Scotch. The stream's called Alcohol and Ammo, and you wouldn't recommend it.
No, that's how you end up Baldwinning someone.
Is that a verb now?
It should be. Oh,
Darren,
no, I
it's
didn't press the
Googling.
trigger. Fucker's gonna get community service, and he killed one person and fucking injured and maimed another.
And all because we don't get to see the film Rust now. Cheers.
No.
Alec.
They're continuing production, and
Are they?
the Drunkle, you ready for this? The bereaved
No.
spouse
Am I? Yeah.
is a producer on the film. That was part of their settlement.
Oh, no.
Did you expect him to face the consequences of his own actions?
As a Baldwin, no.
No, I didn't, but I certainly have to admit that I did not expect the bereaved spouse to take a producer credit on the film. They're going to have to reshoot that scene. No pun intended.
But very good.
And so the producer's going to have to be there to be like, okay, now this time, Alec, don't fucking shoot anyone. We had to get a new director, and that was hard.
How much these cameras cost?
Oh, almost shot someone again. Oh, I'm just messing with you. But it's most likely just going to be an executive producer credit, though. Like they're going to get paid but not do anything.
Still, I want some money out of this thing. Like, I don't know. This is like something Mike should look into on that chapter. Like, what the fuck? Has that person had a long string of spouses that died under strange circumstance? A lot of life insurance
Only
going
dated
on.
Actresses.
Yeah. Dated actresses that worked with Alec Baldwin and had them highly insured against contracting STDs and catching bullets.
And it finally paid off. Got to play the odds.
Surgeons, however, while acknowledging that anesthesiologists sometimes leave the theater, said they would prefer to work with someone present throughout the procedure. In January, an anesthesiologist was suspended for 2.5 years by the Singapore Medical Council for repeatedly walking out of an operation in Glen Eagles Hospital in 2016.
I thought this was a place that mattered. It's Singapore. You should know.
In 2016, answer phone calls. A 64-year-old cancer patient who had many other health problems suffered an embolism on the table and died the following day. The SMC said the patient's already low chances of survival were further reduced by the anesthesiologist's delay in taking action. So he got suspended for 2.5 years.
Oh, okay. So just a little bit.
Yeah, it's just a small thing. No big deal. You don't need to get bent out of shape over it. Cops. Stripper battered ex with cash wad. You see how much money I make, motherfucker? I think that's what happened.
As far as ways to get battered go, there's plenty of worse ones.
Not if you don't get to keep the money. Your stripper wife is beating the hell out of you with the money she makes, getting naked and shaking her shit in front of other men. I mean,
to be honest, she's probably not making that much. I mean,
yeah, I mean,
see her?
yeah, I do see her. Yeah. A Florida stripper is facing a domestic battery charge for allegedly striking her ex-boyfriend in the head with a large amount of rolled up money that she threw at the victim inside of a Clearwater nightclub. Clearwater?
She was just tossing it to him.
Yeah. Here, catch this, honey. Poof. Ow. According to
I
investigators,
didn't say it wouldn't be a knuckleball, dummy.
according to investigators, Tierra, Tierah Miller, 29, and the 34-year-old victim both work at the Baby Dolls Strip Club. The pair dated for 6 months before separating about a week before Miller allegedly battered her ex. So they were lesbians?
Huh.
Yeah. Well, all the surprise went out of this. I mean, you know they have the radically high rates of domestic abuse, right? I'm just making a statistical point here. That's all. Yeah. As charged in a criminal complaint, Miller and the victim, a security guard, were working together at the Baby Dolls earlier the week when the man attempted to walk across the stage and speak with another coworker. Miller allegedly responded by taking a wad of money and throwing it at the victim's head, hitting him in the back of the head. Court records do not specify the size of the cash roll or the denomination of the bills, though singles would appear to be a likely component.
Can we just please use the word victim appropriately?
You don't think getting hit by a wad of money is being victimized?
Technically correct, but if you're a bouncer at a strip club, I'm sure that's not even the worst thing thrown at you that day.
And against all expectations, Miller, said stripper, had previous convictions for reckless driving, marijuana possession, and driving without a license.
She's a real winner.
Yeah. Yeah, she looks like, the Monday lunchtime stripper. You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, C-section, bullet wounds.
Good God. And the fucking robot dogs, they won't go away. The law enforcement dogs, they fuck.
Oh, those are those Boston Dynamic fucking
They are.
things.
Yes, they are, sir. And now, Los Angeles City Council Tuesday will consider accepting a donation of, Fido here. The robot, a quadruped unmanned ground vehicle called Spot, is valued at about $280,000, which the Los Angeles Police Foundation plans to donate. The Los Angeles Police Foundation is the donor? Okay. If approved by
I thought they were open to donations.
I'm sorry?
Are considering accepting a donation. Oh, the council is considering accepting a donation from the police department?
Yeah, the Los Angeles Police Foundation are the ones who are going to buy Spot here for $280,000 and donate it to themselves for use in law enforcement.
And think about it this way. Polly and I need $279,000 less dollars between the two of us to get our shit set up, and they're just throwing this around. Insane.
I need that monitor set up, lest you'll never be able to see me fuck up constantly in video games with the rollerball sticky doos.
And the microphone with the whoosits.
Oh, man. And then all of my smoky baritone mellifluousness. Aha. There's a $2 phrase for you.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And then there's the microphone for what's-her-face, too. We're just in a bad way, guys.
Yeah. I called my girlfriend What's-Her-Nuts one time. I heard about it for a week.
Yeah, you got to be snappy with the names.
Yeah, I was talking fast. I was just, what's her face? What's her name? And I was just talking. I went like, what's her nuts? Because I was just, whatever. And oh man, she was mad. She was very, very mad. I'm not good with names. In case you can't tell, rollerball sticky do. Names are my forte.
Descriptors seem to be more.
Yeah. Like I'm saying, the guy in the thing with the chin who did the stuff with the other guy.
Adjectives?
Yeah,
the adjectives.
If approved, and adverbs. Nothing helps modify an action word like an adverb.
You see, look there, Shelley. You're going to be in trouble for the what's-her-face comment too as well, sir. I'm working on getting the funds for the microphone. Shut up.
I'm working right now to fix your mistake. Yours. If approved by the council on Tuesday, the LAPD would use the canine Boston Dynamics robot for reconnaissance in SWAT-like situations. Here it comes. Ready? Critics, however, argue that Spot would instead be misused to monitor and target people in poor black and brown communities. sorry.
Okay,
Listen, I got to
but
tell
why
you.
just them?
You got a bunch of gangsters standing on the street, like street gang members. They see this thing walking by, they're gonna just fucking shoot it, man. I wouldn't even blame them.
I am neither. The mistake is not mine. It is. I am neither a gang member nor am I a person of color, but I would consider putting Old Yeller down as well. Old Yellow.
Old Yeller, I love it. You know what I hate about it is that they put the Cylon dog head on him. You know, I hate that. Like, why did you?
I just want to spray paint the optic sensors.
Yeah, like in a bad bank robbing movie where they, spray can the fucking security cameras. It's like, really?
What would happen? I don't know. Black people are afraid of dogs.
That's funny.
What would happen if you just taped a mirror to it?
What would happen if you just walked up and tapped it with your foot and it fell over and its legs were up in the air going back and forth? Like
like that episode of Futurama where Bender and the turtle were on their back.
Yeah. Yeah, it would be like Ed 209 trying to go downstairs. It's so agile on a perfectly flat surface.
You can see how it does on stairs.
I love this argument, like, and it keeps going. It's that one critic took aim at the LAPF for providing the funding, noting that, quote, these foundations end up buying weapons that ultimately harm people in our capital B and lowercase brown communities. Oh, you anti-Latino bastard.
Yes, but also no. Like, okay, yes, these are probably a bad idea considering our police force right now, but no, this would be used on everyone, not capital B lack and lowercase b round.
I don't understand why that's your first concern. I'm more concerned about, like, this is the not good.
And it's like, you got me in the first half.
See, I came up with this thinking the other day, all right? So they're smoking a cigarette. My mind wanders as it does, Space Cadet Polly ready for launch. And I'm thinking, okay, these things would be so easily, dealt with, that one of two outcomes is going to occur. Either they're going to be weaponized because, you need a quick shotgun blast and that thing's over with. I mean, with birdshot.
You don't even have to do that. You could probably hit it right in the center of the back with a fucking brick.
It's a slingshot. Yeah, it's done. You know what I mean? A carefully thrown rock. And it's going to, okay. And it's expensive, 280 fucking grand expensive. And so they either have to weaponize the fucking spot here, right? So it can fucking defend itself. So it just shoots out a cloud of pepper spray in every direction or whatever the fuck. Or they have
smoke bomb.
Well, here's the scary, not the cyberpunk future I wanted. There's an increased charge for, this is not damaging city property. This is in fact assault on an officer.
Damn it. Yeah, I was going to say, is it assault on a police officer?
If you want to know how AI becomes, gets legal status as one of us, it might begin here. Because the legislators are going to legislate. It's literally the only lever they have. And so what are they going to do? It's like, oh, well, all these $280,000 fucking stupid robots that don't do shit are getting busted up by people who don't like the idea of RoboCop dog walking down their fucking...
This is a little Minority Reporty for me.
Yeah, it's like, so motherfuckers are kicking it over. Just for laughs, kids are running up and hitting it in the ass with a baseball bat. Like,
also, how is it going to detain somebody?
Pepper spray.
Yeah. Well,
Winston is right. It's going to end up with it in a chop shop within a week.
Yeah, I mean, the smart person's going to grab it and sell it to the closest Chinese consulate. You know what I mean? Head down to the Biden Center for Chinese Graft and just go, you know what I got in here?
Just head down to the Golden Dragon, whatever the shittiest Chinese food place is, and they'll give you a few thousand for it.
You think that's where all the Chinese spies hang out?
I would put money on it.
I could call Swalwell's office, just ask for his dating history. There you go. Pick one of them.
Can I have Fang Fang's phone number, please?
Right? Okay, so I got really upset talking about a story on Noir Bar, where a guy who had all these perfectly legal firearms in Western Australia that he had built an underground shooting facility for himself, an underground shooting range,
Nice.
right, underneath a sofa. It was very well done. It had hydraulics, and I was very excited to see it.
Oh, yeah, I saw this. Like, the entrance to it was very impressive because the
It
sofa
was.
lifted
You saw
up.
this.
Very
You
impressive.
saw that on my show, I believe. I couldn't have been. Neither of you were there at the same time for the past month.
There you go.
Much like a ripe peach, I appreciate the lack of bitterness. So, the
Much
No,
like
but I'm
a
like
ripe
90%
peach.
sure we talked about it on one of our shows. It is incredibly impressive and gives me many ideas.
it does, but I left that, went into that story very much the excite and left very much angry as hell and all bent out of shape because
Anger.
The anger. I was the anger. Embodied.
You talk like Starfire from Titans. I am the upset.
Why I got so the upset is because this man, had all of these firearms, which were perfectly legal to own, and that he had license and everything, but he didn't get a license for this underground shooting facility that they kept referring to as a prepper bunker because, news entertainers, am I right? And because he didn't get that license, not only did they seize all of his firearms, they hit him up with the heftiest charge that they could for not getting the licensure, and then rapidly proceeded to outlaw every single one of the firearms that he had.
It's not illegal yet, but it will be in like 10 minutes.
Yeah. And which cartridge do you think they kept showing over and over and over again in the fucking story? The 50 BMG round.
Of course.
Because it's big and scary in here. Look, oh my God. And the acting police chief. And yeah, I dropped a fucking poly word because I wasn't thinking about what I was doing because I got so fucking pissed about it. This acting police chief says, many of the weapons down there are capable of defeating police armor and even penetrating the sides of police vehicles. Excuse, wait. When was the last time a police officer was shot by a fucking rifle or a police car was shot up by fucking criminals? What are you even talking about? This is a reason we have the phrase fear-mongering. I know it gets trampled to death, but that's exactly what the fuck you're doing right now. Oh, we need to outlaw all these things because of all the crimes that are committed with them, because all the crimes that this guy committed?
Can somebody point to a single time anywhere in the world, not just Australia, America, the Middle East, wherever, where a cop or police vehicle was defunct by a 50 cal?
I am tired of hearing about the 50 caliber thing where they did, we need to ban these, California ban them. It just becomes a thing like, oh, well, look at this big evil Barrett 50 caliber rifle. I have a donation for that because it's just so evil looking. When was the last time it was used? Is it, well, we don't want it to. Really? That's a cause for legislation? Just to stave something off that my paranoid imagination pictures could happen? If that was the case, every politician could be subject to arrest for corruption and accepting bribes, because half of you fucking do. We just want to cut that off in a pass. Am I right?
Half?
Well, yeah. Oh, that story pissed me off. But that leads to this one. Okay, look. Snake handler in court over alleged possession of wildlife without a permit. That you got a license for that thing. Yeah, we crack jokes, but it's not fucking funny. This guy's, he's out there and he's collecting snakes, these poisonous snakes for the sake of their venom and their whatnot.
I'll be right back, guys. Give me like 2 minutes.
All right then.
Sorry.
He's like an anesthesiologist walking out on a surgery. My God.
His kids are on fire, all right? He's allowed.
I take it back. I didn't realize a child had ignited. It pisses me off that look at this guy. He's willing to be bold enough to deal with not just snakes, okay? Australian snakes.
Yeah, those are the worst kind of snakes.
Yeah. Oh, well, you didn't have the proper license. Oh, fuck you and your never-ending paperwork, you bureaucratic nightmare fucks.
You're not allowed to pick up that thing off of the ground because you don't have a license for it.
It drives me a little fucking crazy. So here, let's just move on. So eastern brown snakes, these hyper poisonous snakes that'll kill you so fucking fast. Man discovers baby eastern brown snake being attacked by redback Snyder in his 2-well shed. Let's watch.
Snyder. The spider warning for those in the chat.
Oh, yeah, there is a spider in here. Is that a thing? We need to give warnings for that?
Well, I mean, it's the most common phobia ever, and to see a snake get killed by a spider.
Zio Shodan, thank you for the $10. Australia's fear intensifies. Right? Australian lawmakers must watch this show with all the donations we have, or just the videos that are up on YouTube with people enjoying firearms and no one getting hurt and just going, oh my God, can we make laws to stop them? No, that's in another country. But we have to.
We're having fun. Stop that.
My tiny little baby nuts are retracting.
Clip it.
All right, let's watch this.
You walk into the shed. What could that be? That looks like a snake.
Fucking snake,
Stuck in a redback web.
For fuck's sake, it is the most poisonous fucking snake that they got, but they got a spider that eats it.
It's just Australia.
Fucking Australia.
It's like America going, yeah, all right, you got a big gun, but I've got a gun that shoots other guns.
Your gun is empty, but you forgot about the gun on my gun. You know.
Yeah. The snake's being so casual about it as well.
Yeah. Australians, they're considering how brave they are with the wildlife and just general environment that is trying to constantly kill them. You think they'd have a bolder approach to firearms.
Yeah. Or like at least a really big fence.
How do you write women so well?
I think of a man, and I take away reason and accountability.
See, Thomas, thank you for the 350. The one thing that pisses me off is the ever-increasing demand for permits for every fucking thing. Christ, paperwork would even take the fun out of rapid depopulation in the early 1940s.
Ooh. I've heard of that.
Yeah.
Shelley's in the chat saying, don't let Sin lie to you, or he broke the mic, not me. He has to replace it. You're really capitalizing on the fact that he's not here right now.
And a train crash in Australia. It's a good question. I wonder how their infrastructure is in Australia.
They can crash, but they fall up.
Interesting.
Mm.
Now, speaking of wildlife, check this out, Drunkle. This is just interesting in general, okay? Australia's most intact kuyu ostrich fossil discovered in Richmond with a specimen in its belly. Look, you can see it.
All right.
It's
got his dinner.
It's an ancient predator fish.
Mm.
And it's actually got its dinner
another fish
in the fossil.
Yeah. Where is it? Oh, no, I can see it.
That's fucking cool.
That is cool. That's very cool.
1.6 meters long.
Yeah.
That's it's big. Discovered by tourists.
I mean, that's 1.6 is that's about the size of me.
Yeah, that's about a calf long.
So I'm exactly one extinct fish tall.
Yeah, it's about a flamingo and a half.
Ha! Are you mad?
They're not as tall as they look.
Flamingos really small. They are. They're like 90% leg.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. No, I'm talking about a flamingo standing up, like 1.5 flamingos tall.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Standing up. That's insane. A flamingo sat down. No, I'm afraid you've lost me.
Oh, I get you. They sleep standing up too, you know.
I'm back. Sorry about that.
They don't really. I'm just
What
fucking
do
with you.
bats? Bats sleep standing up in Australia.
That I believe, but it's because of the
I
reversal
guess
of gravity. It's
technically.
different.
Because everything's upside down there, Polly.
Did you think I wouldn't see that in the chat? All right, yes, fine. It's my fault. I'm still humbly asking for assistance.
Well, Gamer Valine, I was inspired by the presence of the master. What do you want from me? Okay. Body part with distinctive tattoo found in shark's stomach helps solve the mystery of a missing quad biker.
Jesus Christ.
Guess we know what happened to him.
Even the sharks are getting caught for disposing of bodies improperly.
Just I'll call it out where I see it, man.
So it just like you can't digest tattoos? Is that the moral of the story here?
No, it's just he was in mid digest. Yeah, it happens.
I wouldn't mind. It's like when you get like a piece of pork that's got the branding on it.
Right. It's like this friend of mine who she wanted to learn how to tattoo, and apparently that was the thing. You buy a side of pig and tattoo on its skin.
I did not know that.
For practice.
Yeah, you didn't. Since you added for practice, it became 100% more suspicious.
What do you mean? You wouldn't want to practice on a
Well,
person.
I get that it was. I get that it was for practice, but then because you specified right at the end it was for practice, I am now the suspicious.
Why?
Because you just added for practice at the end.
What is it you were suspicious was occurring?
I don't know, but I think something's going on here.
All right. Fair enough. Australia's about to legalize MDMA, psilocybin. I've never been able to say this quite right. Psilocybin for medical use.
Cyclobin.
That is correct. Psilocybin is accurate.
Psilocybin.
Cyclobin.
Mushroom magic for medicinal use. So how will it work? Very well.
Well, the snakes are going to get they're going to get their fucking tails on it, and Australia is about to kick the fuck off, isn't it?
Now, the reason I brought this up, you've heard about people microdosing magic mushrooms, right?
Yeah.
I know of it, yeah.
I don't. Trunkle. Now I'm the suspicious. I just... Sure, I buy my medicine in an alley contained in a little baggie in hushed tones. What's your point?
It's close to a pharmacy.
Okay.
I'm the same person.
I don't think that's how do psychedelic medicines work. Professor David Nutt, a neuropsychopharmacologist, got that out one try, who is a leading expert in the field, but I fucked up the simple words afterwards, and the head of the psychedelic research group at Imperial College in London.
Oh yeah.
And Dive Bar 70s extraordinaire band.
That sounds like, come on, and your buddy's the titty inspector. Like, what the fuck? I just He told ABC News Daily Podcast that the real benefits of drugs like psilocybin and MDMA lie in their ability to break people out of unhelpful cycles, which are often a part of mental health conditions. Now, if they're willing to consider this, why aren't we willing to reconsider the previous medicinal use of cocaine?
What's the medicinal use of cocaine?
A little pick-me-up in the morning.
Oh, well, yeah, okay, fair enough.
Yeah.
I mean, I do.
Yeah. I'm not saying it's for everybody, but neither's caffeine. You choose.
What, I can only have one?
One what? Between
You
the
can
two?
have as many as you want, Trunkle.
No, you can have both if you want. Look at this guy. Look at this guy. Got a hovercraft.
What, in the Star Wars?
Thank you. That's exactly where my mind went. Luke with his sand speeder.
Yeah.
I was like, fuck yeah, I want one of these. I tried finding additional research. It's about all of the fucking things that this guy has invented all the time, but this by far is the best one. Look at the size of that fucking thing.
What do you want one? If we get two, we can race them.
I would be so down for a land
That
speeder
thing probably
race.
goes 6 miles an hour.
Mine goes to 7. I hit warp 5.
You might be able to run alongside of it, but the point is you'd be running and I'd be sitting.
You'd be hopscotching, and I'd be making fun of you.
Damn right. All right, I'm just looking at the time here, so we're just going to move on to our titular article.
It doesn't say how it works, then?
No, I'm going to do some more research on it because this guy's got a rather large fan. I want to know about the batteries. I want to know about, he's been developing this since he was 19. I want the whole story. That's all it says. He's been developing it for 19 and it works, and it's I want to know more. I mean, those Everglade gator riders, the things I'm talking about?
No.
Yeah, the fan boats.
Yeah.
Whatever they're called.
Hey, see?
Oh, I see.
Nouns aren't my forte at all. connectives, adverbs, transitive or intransitive,
Archer
either
did
way.
a whole thing. Archer did a whole thing. Was it called Gator? It was called Gator. The film with Burt Reynolds.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, they got
What
two
are they
giant
called?
fans out the back, so why can't this guy have one? Is it already weighted down? Does it not have battery?
It's got to
life that
be
can
weight.
supply it?
It's got to be a weight issue.
Yeah, and I don't know why I'm thinking batteries right away. This guy's not Elon Musk. He's probably running diesel like a good American, although he's Australian.
He's American today.
Is that all they're called, Louis, Lenny, and St. Michael? Just airboats? That's it?
Airboats. It's disappointing, isn't it?
Yeah. It's like, that's what I'd call them, and then people would laugh at me for not knowing the real name, you know?
That's exactly what it. Yeah, that's exactly what it sounds like.
Okay, you want to? We have an interesting, podcast. I mean, Jesus Christ! If Meghan Markle can call that fucking interview show, or Michelle Obama can call that fucking half-assed fuckery fest interview show that she does a podcast, surely we can call our stream one.
Half-assed fuckery fest.
What? Get this, Drunkle. It's called The Light. Michelle Obama's.
As in, stay away from the light.
I am the light.
Yeah, I think it is along those lines, like the metaphysical light, like, you know, come and get light for your soul with it. It's very, you know, when you go to Pinterest and there's all these feminine affirmational statements like, you are the author of the book of your life, and it's like a picture of a heart drawn in the sand on the beach, you know.
They got like a sunset and it says tomorrow is yesterday's today.
Yes, yeah. That is the vibe Michelle Obama's podcast is on. I had to listen once because, you know, it's free to download, and I'm like, what is this? Like, what do you do? And much like the current first lady, not much. What like Michelle Obama, what do you have to offer other than stories about what Barry did? What do you have to offer? I mean, she's an educated lady, but she ain't done shit. Oh, you want to hear about my failed school food program? No.
We have some. We have something for her Friday that's pretty good. You'll like it a lot.
Did she call him Barry?
Does she? Yes. She has been caught on a hot mic repeatedly calling him Barry.
No.
Yes. Because that's what he was known up until he started his campaign for the Senate seat in Illinois. He was simply Barry to him and all of his friends. And she has been picked up on a mic that was on calling him Barry. And
It's just weird though, isn't it? It's like whenever you hear Seinfeld get called Jared.
Jerome.
Jared.
I'm not going to lie. I didn't even clue in when Elaine was calling him Jerome. Like, Jerome, really? Like, that sort of thing, whenever she wants to get his attention. I didn't clue in. That's his fucking name. I don't know why. But, you know, hey.
Apparently his name's Jared.
That's why. Even
Jared
Seinfeld doesn't
Seinfeld
understand why she keeps calling him that.
Jared Seinfeld.
So in any case, what was I saying? Oh, yeah. I'm tired of the podcast fucking space. So go on like fucking Spotify there. You'll go on fucking Google Play, iMusic, Tunes, whatever the fuck they call it now. I don't know. I don't go there. I never have. Fuck the iCult. To get where your podcasts are, and it's absolutely watered down with fucking celebrities. Now, are they talking about Henry Cavill? Now, there's an interesting celebrity. He could do a podcast entirely about miniature painting, about Warhammer 40K.
Yeah. We did a video of him building a PC.
He could do on Cavill's cavalcade of home interest.
Oh, yeah.
And there's the name right there. Have it for free, buddy. Because he has interests, you know.
The guy's a millionaire. Charge him something. Fuck.
Chris Hemsworth could do one on beach life and surfing because he does things. He has a life.
Sewing, hemming with Hemsworth.
Nice. Hemmed up. When you get caught by the wave.
Cross the hemline.
Because these people have lives. They do things. What the fuck does Meghan Markle do? Bitch.
There's your title.
Yeah, bitch, the Meghan Markle story.
And same thing with Michelle Obama. What the fuck does she do? She brand promotes. What's the brand? Her.
Yeah, it's just her.
You know, Sarah Silverstoneman. Whatever, that one. The comedian. She's got a podcast. Does she tell jokes? Does she do stand-up? Does she talk about her hobbies or her interests or whatever no, that'd be work. She shows up at a fucking recording studio and interviews people. That's what they all do. They just fucking interview people. As if hearing your vapid thoughts on your vapid lives and telling vapid stories that go fucking nowhere is anything anyone wants to listen to. Oh, wait.
So
People do.
Barry and
because
I were hanging out on the Epstein plane. Oh, I mean the Trump plane.
Yeah. It annoys me because people do tune into that. Why would you want to listen to... You could come here and listen to us bants. Why the fuck would you want to listen to the light from Michael Obama talking about whatever the fuck?
Well, I guess there's a lot of hardcore fans. There were a lot of people really fucking loved Michelle Obama because, well, as you say, you know, she was married to Barry, and that's the only reason. But there are people who are fans of Sarah Silverman. I think a lot of people saw the success of Mark Maron and Joe Rogan, and them interviewing people, and went, "Oh, I could do that, but I'm only going to do it with people that I agree with."
Well,
So
yeah, that's
Joe
not a
Rogan
bad
gets
thinking process.
bad reputation,
Yeah.
because he is just interested in what people think, and he is genuinely interested, which is why he's got the most popular podcast ever. Whereas Sarah Silverman, as you say, she's just showing up. I'm Sarah Silverman. I mean, that is the name of her show, I'm sure. I'm Sarah Silverman, and that's probably the content of her show as well.
It is. And that's why, you know, the joke, everyone's got a fucking podcast now. Yeah, unfortunately, it's true. And the approach that they're taking is very much late night talk show approaches. Because who the fuck is on them to be interviewed? The same people that are currently on every other podcast with celebrities and are on all the late night talk shows because they have a movie coming out. They have a book coming out. They have their own new podcast coming out. And that's what it's part of a press junket thing for them. So it's a bunch of publicists and agents.
Promote.
Yeah. It's agents and publicists who all know each other because they all work for the same Philip Morris or whatever well, that's a cigarette company. Whatever the fuck that.
No, I think we'll go with that. just the British version of cigarette.
Whatever the fuck the big
Hollywood Morris.
Yeah, promotion company is called. William Morris. Like I said, it's publicists and fucking agents promoting their fucking clients because they all know each other and contact each other. Whatever. These idiots just have to show the fuck up. And they sit down in a studio. Do you think that they know how to set up a fucking microphone? No, it's set up for them. They don't have to ask their extremely generous audience to hit that $500 peak of epic manliness. They don't even offer donation fucking pop-ups for laughs and the whatnots. There's no value there. It's vapidity. I'm not sure if that's a word, but consider it coined.
I mean, vapid is a word, then vapidity, I'm sure, is, yeah.
Now,
I think
you're Hassan Pikering things.
You want to talk about vapidity in podcasting? You want to see what a bad podcast looks like that became interesting through no action of their own?
Because you're watching it.
No, it's these two fuckers.
Oh, I saw this.
Why am I not remotely surprised? Here we go. You ready?
This is something happened behind them by any chance?
Yes.
You could say that.
Yeah, you could. Let's listen to these two very entertaining gentlemen be entertaining.
Everyone's got something to like, and we did talk a lot about our good shit, so I said that wrong. Anyway, yeah. Thank you for watching. Thank you for being part of the Houston community and culture. And we'll get you.
Fucking hell, man.
It got so quiet in here.
Oh no. Oh no. Oh, my man on the left took that in stride.
Okay, because he was barely hit. You're right, but I think it's that he is just. It's not bravery or anything. It's just he's
shock.
Yeah, no. I just think he's the dumb.
Oh, okay.
You think?
Yeah, I think you could clap him across the face good and hard, open-handed, mind you, and 30, 45 seconds later, he'd go, what? I mean, listen to him, watch him before the podcast happens. He's just a fucking lump on a seat, man.
So everyone's got something to like, and we did talk a lot about our good shit, so I said that wrong. Anyway, yeah. Thank you for watching. Thank you for being part of the Houston community.
Looking good. Looking real good.
What about those barriers behind him? Did nothing then?
Actually, they do. It just he kind of made it through the middle of them. It's interesting. You see this barrier right here? It takes off the right bumper of the vehicle.
Okay.
If you're in the driver's seat, right bumper, whatever.
Reading culture.
Stage right.
I'm gonna get you.
Yeah.
It got so quiet in here. How did
See
I?
it? Oh!
Yeah, I mean
That saved his life, dude.
Yeah, I think it did.
Now watch what this guy does. Okay, watch. We're talking about vapidity, right? He gets up. What's his first thing to do?
Grab your phone.
Yeah, grab your phone. Start
he
taking videos and pictures. His very first response is, "Oh shit, this is going up on my TikTok." Now, am I like unfairly maligning the man? No, I'm not. Right. There. I went into some sort of shock. Also, it pinned me up against the table, so I couldn't really move until it started backing out. You can even see me trying to get my jersey out of the video. Once I realized what was happening, I made sure my friend was alive. I pulled out my phone to document the situation. As a full-time content creator, I document my life and the creative process on TikTok and Instagram, so it was a natural instinct.
Does this interview end up with him saying, "Please like and subscribe"?
I guarantee it does.
I mean, I started to document it. There was already a camera pointing at what happened. Like you were using it a second ago.
And that's what I'm saying. Like, there's a reason that this is the state of TikTok. There's just idiots trying to get known, and he's like, "Oh shit, we're finally gonna blow up. We suck." I mean, did you hear him talking before? Yeah, sucking on this straw. I fucked that shit up. And thank you for being part of the Houston community. And we're morons, and I'm an idiot, and I like things up the butt, and whatever. And then all of a sudden, a car comes crashing in, and it's the best thing that ever happened to him. Quick, let me take a picture. This is going up on my fucking TikTok. Right, because everyone's going to love the content that follows that. I'm sure it'll be just as exciting.
There's no way they're in like a private office or anything like that. I get the feeling they're in a fucking coffee shop.
They are, yeah. You can hear the noise.
Fuck
right?
those guys, man.
and do they have quality mics? So you can hear their mellifluous tones and all the details of their disgusting wet burps. No.
It always used to piss me off that people would write their novellas in a coffee shop, but now it's just gone too fucking far. You've bought one drink and an iced water. You come in, you set up all the fucking camera equipment. You asked everyone around you to keep it down, please, because you're filming your podcast. These people are worse than people who film in the gym.
You've got a point there. I mean, I already disliked people who wrote haiku on their MacBooks in coffee shops with just an ice water. For the Wi-Fi.
Fuck these guys.
Yeah,
man.
Fuck these guys, man. I didn't even
going faster. Fuck
Yeah, yeah.
Because now I'm thinking about, they probably did. Shh, guys, we're recording. Yeah, fuck you.
Yeah. I got recognized in a 7-Eleven today. No, he asked you for ID.
Shit, so. I said that wrong. Anyway, yeah. Thank you for watching. Thank you for being part of the Houston community and culture. And we'll get you. It got so quiet in here.
For Christ's sake.
How did I?
Thank fuck for that driver.
He made sure his friend was alive. I beg to differ.
And everyone in the coffee shop started clapping for the driver.
Boom. He looks back, sees the vehicle. Where's his hand go? He puts the mic down, reaches for his phone. Yeah, you were checking your friend was okay. Your very first instinct, you vapid social media Gen Z fucking monstrosity. Your first
he's a full-time content creator.
I stand corrected. It is his job.
Yeah, or as his parents would call it, unemployed.
Yeah. To promote lame shit, to get hollow fame that doesn't pay for anything, including your shit FUBU jersey.
Car crash theater, man.
Who wants to play a game?
Yes, that.
All right, let's do this. We'll do it. We'll do it fast. Okay. Oh, I need to switch the thing for you guys so you can see the thing with the stuff. Bring that up. There we go. Change windows. There it is. Custom. Better readability. I'm going to fix this. I don't know how, but I will.
I know.
Okay.
I know you won't, but I like that you told us you will. That's as good as fixing it.
You motherfucker. Now I'm going to do it out of spite. Spite is my strongest motivator.
Yeah? Mine is self-satisfaction.
I'll put my self-satisfaction, your self-satisfaction up against my spite any day.
Actually, it's probably horniness. That's the biggest motivator.
All right. Oh, just splashed coffee on the wall.
All right.
Imagine if you did that in a coffee shop.
Yeah, I just put the thing down with a little bit too much gusto
It's okay. I just did it for the Vine.
God, Vine was never this fucking poisonous. Why is TikTok?
No, it wasn't. Well, because Vine was
Mostly American.
5-second videos. Oh, well, that's true.
I blame the Chinese. I'm not sure how they're responsible, but they are.
Oh, they have their own Vine. I think it's called, like, Vinu.
Really, Drunkle? Really?
I've got Chinese friends. I'm allowed to say it.
All right, here we go. There we go. Right. For the peoples.
Yes.
And there it is. Name that name. Let's go with the full screen and drop the small screen. There it is. Name that name.
Oh,
it's the return of the classic, and we're going to do it, and we're going to do it well. I got a feeling chat's going to win this game, guys.
All right, well done, chat.
Well, it's a feeling. It wasn't guaranteed. And as you know, every episode of this has a theme. The theme is Fury of CGI Fest 20 Years of Sci-Fi Edition.
Okay.
So this is all sci-fi movies in the past 20 years. So, you know, CGI in place of, you know, creativity, writing, interest, acting, you know.
Film.
Yeah. That's, yeah. So, you know the name of the game. Call out your name when you know the name of the movie from which the scene you are about to see has been taken
Avatar.
from. Avatar is not in this. In your face.
Oh, really? Okay.
That's right.
in my face?
Yeah. Right in it.
I am 50% face.
It's just the easy
the
target.
size of a flamingo.
Are y'all's ready?
Yeah.
Here we go.
Drunkle.
Sinatra.
Drunkle.
Inception.
It is Inception. And there's creepy doll-eyed man on the right.
I think they're both creepy doll-eyed man.
Not much as the guy on the right. And that's Leonardo DiCaprio in a perfectly tailored suit. Looking... yeah.
That's the Scarecrow.
It is the Scarecrow. They picked the perfect guy to play the Scarecrow because the creepy doll-eyes.
Yeah, Cillian Murphy.
Cillian Murphy. That's the name I can never remember.
The Peaky
Hey, I
Blinders.
named the name.
There's only one. Well, he did name the name.
He did, but you did first.
Killian. Do you call him Kill for short? Because that's a good name. He was also in 28 Days Later.
Yeah. So moving along. Boom.
Drunkle.
Drunkle.
God damn it! Now I forgot the name.
One.
Interstellar.
Two. Oh, you did it. I love those robots.
I have not seen it. I keep seeing the memes.
It's
like, that maneuver's going to cost
fine.
us 7 years, and there's ticking in the background. Which every time there's a tick, it's like 1 day passing on Earth or something like that.
Oh, the movie's trash.
Oh, it is. Is it?
Oh God, yeah.
Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah, at
It's
best, it's
just
fine.
fine.
Yeah.
Is it cool?
No.
No.
No. Okay. See, like films that I like are either good, like you know the Irishman, Wolf of Wall
No,
Street.
you've
they're
never
good,
told us this before.
Or they're well, or there's someone new in the chat. Or they're cool, and this is neither apparently.
There's someone new in chat.
Probably. Got to be at least one.
Nobody you know?
There you go.
I know.
Sandalphon 777. There you go. That's a new name.
It's always nice to see new people. I'm always happy to have them. Yeah, no, it's all right. And I am tired of hearing people fucking talk about, how realistic the time travel was. And I don't care. I don't
How
care.
can time travel be realistic, though? That's the thing, isn't it?
Well, time distortion and whatnot of relativity and so on. It's like, do you know how much money they spent on this one scene showing the space war? I don't care. I don't care. It's a fucking Matthew McConaughey fest. I can only handle so much McConaughey. And that film's on overload, man.
It's
the best thing about it is them damn robots. They were funny and cool looking.
Is that a robot?
Yeah,
It
it is.
Says,
yeah.
It says case. It says case. I assumed it was a case.
Yeah. Well, case, tur,
Case continues.
Rip, I believe. They all have different names. They're very simple like that. But they are robots. So
right.
it's a very
It's
interesting
sorry, but
design as opposed to
it is nothing to R tier.
Yeah. All right. So
The best time travel film ever is Primer. It was an incredibly low budget. It was just two fucking teenagers and a camera, and it is still to this day the best time travel film ever. You got to watch it like
12
three
Monkeys?
times just to understand what happened.
no, first Terminator, 84 Terminator. Best
No,
one.
you're
I wouldn't
all
really
wrong.
call that a
It's Primer.
time travel movie.
Other than the fact that there's two people who travel through time, and it's
Yeah,
all
but
about
the
altering the
movie's not
future.
Based around the concept of time travel. It's just
I'm with
in
I'm
there.
with Sin on this. It's got to be based around time travel.
It
You can't just have time travel
it
in
quite
it.
effectively is based around time travel.
It's
A
like
time
Superman
traveler
2.
comes back to alter the future, and a robot comes back to try. If there wasn't time travel, the
That's
movie wouldn't exist.
That's a time traveler film. It's like you wouldn't say like.
Oh,
what is
that's
it,
not
Superman 2 or
pedantic.
3, where at the end of it he flies backwards around the world to turn time back. Like you wouldn't say that's a time travel film.
I say Christmas Carol's a time travel story. So
If we're talking about time travel movies and not talking about 12 Monkeys, then there's nothing else to say.
No, Primer is the best time travel film ever.
do you really like 12 Monkeys that much, or just for its time travel?
Yeah, no, I do.
Okay. I mean, not even any monkeys in it.
I know the title's a lie, but
The thing is, though, Polly, you realise, no, Sinatra, you realise by saying that because there's time travel in it doesn't mean that it is a time travel movie. You have inadvertently agreed that Die Hard is not a Christmas movie.
but Christmas is integral to Die Hard's plot. Time
This
travel
time it's
only plays a
personal.
role in Terminator, as that is how the Terminator got there, and that's how
Which is integral.
Kyle Reese got there. Christmas
That
is
is
the reason
integral.
that they are all in the tower. It is mentioned throughout the film, etc., etc.
And time travel is the reason the Terminator's there. So it is integral to the plot, but it's not.
Okay,
a
then
time
I agree
travel
with
film.
Polly.
Ah, for God's sake!
Integral. All right.
Integral.
Indeed. So 2 Drunkle, 0 Sinatra, and 0 Chad. And Sanfon 777, what movie is that again? It is unfortunately a film called Stellar and Interstellar. I don't care, but you're right, it is Interstellar. It has Anne Hathaway. Well, being idiotic is a pretty good actress and a damn fine woman.
Yes.
She's good to look at.
Yeah. It's too bad she's idiotic, but Hollywood. What do you want?
I enjoy watching her move and not move.
Moving along. You ready? Here we go.
Yeah.
Mm.
Sinatra.
Sinatra.
Fuck.
3, 2.
Blade Runner 27.
Come on, buddy. Come on, buddy.
Drunkle. Blade Runner 2049.
That is Blade Runner 2049.
What is
Oh, man.
2077?
Now, the video game is. It's
Cyberpunk.
Yeah.
It's the same fucking thing.
It basically is, though. It actually is.
Yeah, it kind of is, if you know what I mean. Like, yeah, every futuristic Neo Tokyo anime that you've ever seen really is just nothing but Blade Runner accepted.
I was so excited for Cyberpunk, and then I played like 3 hours of it. I'm like, it's fucking awful.
Same here, man. Apparently, it got good. They No Man's Skied it.
I don't know if I'm willing to invest the time back into it after that striking disappointment.
Fool me once, fool me twice.
I despise visual novel games, and that's what I got from Cyberpunk.
You despise them.
Yeah, like the game where it's just, all right, click X. Oh, you made the wrong choice. Try Y.
Right, the try your own adventure.
Man, do you know fucking Hogwarts Legacy did that as well? It comes to like the fucking riding a broom for the first time. You go, look at your broom and say up. And it goes, right, and I press this button to say up. I'm like, dude, do you really need me for this bit?
Right. See, okay.
You could've just done it.
The Quarry was another one of those. I started playing it with Miss Sin, and like 2 hours into it, like, this is just a visual novel.
I'm thinking of doing the thing with, I forget how it works in the YouTube backend, where people cannot click backwards to watch the stream, but it does allow the stream to be in real time for chat. You know what I'm talking about?
Time travel to
Ultra low latency.
Right. I'm thinking of doing that so chat can get it in, because you got Spectral Embryon and Patio Furniture. They're 2049. Like they've got it. They're in there. It'll allow chat to actually be competitive.
Well, that is what keeps it competitive, is that there's 8,900 of these people out there watching.
Yeah.
But they have to wait the 20 or whatever seconds.
Yeah, but you guys just have to call out your names. They have to like fucking button mash and get the fucking type quick.
Yeah, that's what keeps it fair.
We might not get it though, but someone in the chat, at least one person, is going to.
I just don't think you guys want chat to be competitive.
Look, Primer is the best time travel movie ever.
This isn't even really a scene in the movie. You know, you got his
it's a poster.
His digital prostitute friend, companion, whatever, there, and then low rent Ryan Reynolds, who's pretty low rent to begin with. So I mean, this guy's in the sub basement.
Mm-hmm.
Can't remember his name.
No one's looking where they're going either. Like this is what happened just before that car crashed into the window of a coffee shop in Houston.
Yeah, and they're flying the fuck around. There's like other cars, there's buildings. Right.
Eyes on the road.
So Drunkle 3, Sinatra, you can take this, Sinatra. There's still time. Okay, so hype up, game up, man up, cowboy up, and pay attention. You ready?
All right.
Okay.
Giddy up.
Here we go.
Sinatra. District 9.
It is District 9.
Fucking prawns.
I've never seen this movie.
Yeah, you're not missing anything.
That's what Far said. I was putting this game together when I was talking to Far last night, and I was like, surprisingly, she had seen it. I was blown the fuck away. Because Far watched something that was an anime. And so I was, and she goes, yeah.
Mind you, if this was anime, that would have been fine as well.
And I'm like, so I understand the plot of this movie, Far, is these aliens, they're all like set off into their own little cordoned off sections. And she goes, yeah, in South Africa. I'm like, oh, that's subtle. She goes, yeah, none of it's subtle. It's just, yeah, it's pretty bad. Divine Petulance likes this movie, though.
Somebody had to.
It was okay. I mean, like, I wouldn't walk through hot coals to see it again. But if someone put it on, I'd be like, oh.
If I saw it on TV, I would immediately be searching for whatever was on other channels.
So when these bipedal species A472s are walking around, how does it look CGI wise?
PlayStation 3-esque graphics.
Okay, that doesn't help me at all, but all right.
Oh, granddad.
Whatever, man. Okay, Drunkle 3, Sinatra 1 on the come up. Here we go.
Drunkle.
The fuck?
Ready Player One.
It is Ready Player One.
Oh, I hated this movie.
So did I, because I read the book just before it came out. The book, fucking phenomenal.
So is this cyber warrior keeping children entrapped? That's what I'm gathering.
They're in a van.
They're in a van.
They're in a van. They're at the end of the movie.
Well, it's a trailer, but
oops.
Oh, very good. It's a movie trailer.
They lived in trailers, like favelas.
Oh no, but in this bit they are in a van which is traveling at the same time as he's completing the thing in the computer, while they're getting chased by the evil corporation.
So the basic gist of this film is that everybody is so poor. They all live in favela type houses made out of shipping container trailer things.
Okay.
But they all have this super advanced VR system that they live their lives in. And there's even a jail in the VR system where you have to do manual labor. Like, the movie fucking blows.
That was the movie. That was fucking bullshit, the whole manual labor thing.
So I guess nobody should be asking how they afford this high-tech VR equipment if they're all so poor.
No, you just
I can tell you.
do.
I can tell because I read the book. The everyone gets one because they even go to school in these things. So our man right there at the front, he does live in one of the fucking favela things. He's dirt fucking poor, but because everywhere's so fucked, he got like issued the fucking dirt cheapest of this shit just so he could go to school.
Doesn't look dirt
Because
cheap. Looks
for
pretty
some
advanced.
reason it's cheaper to build these things en masse than have one teacher in a room.
Well, yeah, it's because the outside world is fucked. It doesn't look like a cheap one at the moment, Polly, because he is rich as balls at this point because your in-game currency is actually real world currency.
And that's the best part is, of course, it's an evil corporation that's the bad guy in the film, and they just send bomber drones to this guy's hut and blow up.
Blow him all the fuck up.
They blow his hut up, kill everybody there, and just nobody blames the only people that can afford Predator drones.
My mouse clicky buttons are getting less clicky. Just resting my fingers on them. That's why the scenes keep switching.
That's super clicky, actually.
That's too clicky.
You know what I mean, though.
But anyway, yeah, the movie blows. Don't waste your time.
All right.
No, I agree it does. But the book, fucking read it, man. Brilliant.
Yeah, this was an odd one for me because
problems.
I'm like, I've seen this, which was sad because I'm a Blade Runner super fan. It wasn't as bad as people said, but it wasn't, it has low rent Ryan Johnson or whatever his name is. And then I haven't seen this one, and I haven't seen this one. I'm like, I'm fucking putting movies up here I haven't even seen.
I have a lot of problems with like the integral plot to this, so it just, yeah.
All right.
You know what was as well was the writer of the book also wrote the movie.
Oh,
so it's like it's terrible, isn't it? It's not like even it was an adaptation, a terrible adaptation.
I don't even want to read the book because the movie was so bad. I don't know what the book could fix that the movie made worse.
Oh, lots.
Okay, you can, if you run it, Sinatra, you can take this game. You ready? So can chat, by the way. All right, so here we go.
Sinatra.
Uncle.
Sinatra.
Alita, Battle Angel.
No,
how was that him first?
That's what I heard. I have headphones on.
Fucking.
It's 2-4. Alita.
I enjoyed
Creepy Eyes, Battle Angel. Yeah.
Yes, that's exactly what I
did enjoy that movie.
Did you? Another one I haven't seen.
It's worth it.
Just them fucking eyes, man. It's hard to look away. Jesus. Yeah. So weird.
It's like half CGI, half not. It's kind of.
She looks like the Uwu girls.
I think that was the aim. Fucking anime Battle Angel,
Well, yeah, I had assumed anyway. And they learned a powerful lesson to not do that. I'm hoping. All right, so
I don't know, man. I'd watch a sequel.
Sinatra on the super fast come up. Well, it'd be stupid not to make one. It did very well, as I understand.
Yeah. I think it came out at the same time as. Oh shit! There was another fucking a woke film came out that absolutely fucking bombed. It couldn't have been Ghostbusters. That was too long ago. I can't remember.
Dark Moon.
No. Oh well.
Bridges.
This was preferable.
Of the River
Madison
Kwai.
County. Upon pon.
Yes.
That was Jaeger Pony. It was Birds of Prey came out at the same time.
Oh
yeah.
Yeah, I haven't seen that.
So, I mean, it was if you only had the money to go see one of them, you should have gone to see this one.
Captain Marvel? Fuck, I hope this movie did Captain Marvel right in the butt.
Oh no, Captain Marvel's a Disney film. Marvel Disney. You know that thing did billions.
Captain Disney.
We don't. Why do people go see that? It's just going to encourage them and her. Cheese Larson. Nobody wants that.
The Marvels coming out now as well. You got Miss Marvel, the Muslim superhero.
Oh yeah, with her fisting powers. Great.
With her powers of fisting.
Nobody gives a shit about Phase 4 of the Marvel Cinematic
Do you know what
Universe.
her powers are actually called, Drunkle?
Hard light.
Embiggening.
It is embiggening, is it?
Yeah.
But then, like, she doesn't use embiggening in the. I powered through the show, and it's just there's nothing that is Miss Marvel about it. The powers are different. Everything's fucking different.
Ugh. Okay. Sinatra 2, Drunk 1. Here we go.
Sinatra.
Drunkle.
Sinatra.
Fuck.
Snowpiercer.
It is Snowpiercer. And we were coming up with names
Hey,
for all these people because we didn't know who they were. So this was Creepy Murderous Librarian. That was Captain America on meth.
Ghostbusters.
What?
Tilda Swinton, mate. She plays a fucking stormer in that movie.
She plays a stormer in most things.
Oh, just because she's incredibly, incredibly talented. It took me about half an hour into the film that I even realised that was Tilda Swinton.
That kind of
Whereas I knew that was Chris Evans, beard or no beard. I just knew it was him.
Yeah. Steve Rogers has fallen on hard times.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, that 76 donation, you can see Chris Evans at his absolute fucking peak of awesome with Captain America Elevator Destruction. Edited for your pleasure. Now with 100% more Indiana Jones. All the punch sound effects I layered over from the Lucasfilm Indiana Jones sound effects pack. Seriously.
We know.
Oh, did I already tell you that?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh.
We've seen it as well.
I drink.
Yeah.
I was really proud of it. Shut up.
No.
Snowpiercer is a Willy Wonka sequel. I'm glad I could change all of your fucking minds.
It is because
Spread the word far and wide.
He sent me the video. It gets a bit shaky towards the end, but the guy makes some really fucking good points, man.
All right. So that's oh God, Sinatra could take this. 3-4. We go.
Yeah, because you keep ignoring me and going, Sinatra said it first.
Oh God, this is as bad when Sinatra calls shenanigans every 5
It's
seconds.
fixed. The whole thing's rigged.
I wanted to call shenanigans earlier, but I didn't.
All right, here we go.
Drunkle.
Drunkle.
Alien Covenant.
No.
Sinatra Prometheus?
Sinatra Prometheus is correct. 4-4. Oh my God, it's tied up for God's sake. I didn't think you were going to be able to do it, Sinatra. Fucking wait, nice reversal.
I just guessed Prometheus.
Yeah, no, that's my man Fassbender doing his fast bending.
Would Fassbender look like Homelander?
It does, though, doesn't he?
Yeah, well, he's trying to look like Peter O'Toole from Lawrence of Arabia.
I think it's the German. He just looks very German. Which, of course, he is, as when he plays Magento. And he pretends to be in Inglourious Bastards.
Yeah, I mean,
he is German.
I've never seen Fassbender in anything where he didn't fucking steal the scene, man. Never once.
I don't think I've seen him in anything where he isn't German.
Well, he's not German in this. He's a fucking robot.
Yeah, it's made in Germany.
German engineering.
Right. He is the super. I mean, Ian McKellen was good, but Fassbender was.
Well, I mean, X-Men First Class, he was Jewish, but from Germany. Yeah.
Well, yeah, he's one of them German Jews. Whatever happened to them?
So, all right. So the game's all tied up. Holy shit.
You don't really see him anymore, you know?
Yeah, oh my God.
Well, they just left their shoes behind.
Okay, so this is the tiebreaker. Are you gentlemen ready?
I'm ready.
There it is.
Sinatra. Looper, the worst time travel movie.
It is a terrible time travel movie, and you pulled it out, sir. You were all the way down, and you come back for the big fucking win. Well done. Well done.
Well done. Very good.
But the smarty pants of the week, and I didn't think you guys were going to be able to get this because Idiot on the Ground with a blunderbuss. So I was like, it's a pretty forgettable movie.
Isn't he about to shoot Bruce Willis?
I think he tried to.
Yeah, he's about to shoot himself. You know, Willis.
Yeah, but he grows up to be Bruce Willis.
Yeah.
JTR said, "Looker."
Looker. Yeah, like I said, they're button mashing, man. That's why I want to give them equal footing with y'all's.
They have equal footing.
No, they don't. They're on like a fucking 15, 18-second delay.
That is.
Looker.
Jamie Jam's never seen Looper. It's good.
Yeah, don't.
Yeah,
Don't ruin your conception of time travel.
Yeah, pick something else. It's
dude, the scene where they're carving the guy up and they cut off his arm and his
pieces
leg,
are disappearing
like, falls
off
over
of him.
running.
Yeah,
I was so mad. I'm like, that wouldn't work like this.
Yeah, nothing in terms of how time travel works. Like interesting core idea, to close the loop. That notion. It's like, okay, but it's like a 15-minute vignette. That's not a basis for a movie.
Primer's the best time travel movie.
There it is. Name that name. Hutch takes it. Well done, sir.
Very good. Well done. Very good.
So that brings us to the end of the show. What are you gentlemen up to after the show?
I have a video stream highlight going up on the Sin and Sash channel, and I'm going to do the Tucker wrap up tonight because I will not be able to do it tomorrow night.
Oh, all right then. And Drunkle, are you going over to the video games?
No, sir. No, I currently have a chest infection. It hurts to breathe, so I'll be going to bed.
Ah, well, get better.
Thank you.
But because I do hope you continue to breathe, for God's sake.
Yeah, it's fucking. I've never had a chest infection before. This one, it fucking hurts.
Aren't you gonna miss not promoting trans genocide?
I'll get back to it as soon as I can.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you very much for showing up. It was a great time. Thank you very much to everybody who donated. It would be going directly to the Monitor/7B fund, and so you can hear my mellifluousness in higher and deeper tones, as well as the monitors, so I can actually play games of the video, and you guys can watch me repeatedly step on rakes. It'll be a good time. In the meantime,
every time you do it, will you go?
Yes, I'm gonna put on a sound pad. I've been collecting sound pad sounds. I've got the stuff from you, the stuff from Omegon. I don't know why my sound pad is very British.
Well, that's why.
I will.
Why?
I'll send you over some stuff. I have a pretty padded out sound pad.
Yeah, cool. But Drunkle, where can they find us next?
Like this.
Are so poor and they are so black, and this is
classic.
We're going to be back on Friday on the Silent Sin channel at 10:30 p.m. GMT, 5:30 p.m. ST, 4:30 Central, and 5:30 a.m. on Christmas Island, Polybob.
Excellent. Thank you again, everybody, and you guys have a good night, and we will see you then. Laters.
Later.
It's playing right now. Flip it.